The only realtor that made the cut for Team Dave Logan, that is Troy Hansford. I recommend Troy because he's the only agent that will guarantee to sell your home at your price, or he'll write you a check for $5,000. And the good news, he puts that in writing. He can make that guarantee because he spends tens of thousands of dollars generating demand. And right now, he has hundreds of approved home buyers ready to buy.
Hey, I am Brant, and her name is Sherry, and she's a friend and a colleague of mine, and we were just praying for her, actually, because she had a major surgery she just went through.
Yes, and I am very happy about something you actually talk about all the time, which is
Medishare.
That's right.
So, what was your experience like with Medishare and your healthcare bill?
You know what? It was seamless. And that's such a blessing when you're already nervous about a health issue, which I was. Members shared my expenses. There were zero problems. And let me tell you, having people pray with you when you call in and it's just what you need, it's so refreshing.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling people. People love Medishare and saving tons of money. The typical family, 100%, can save $500 a month.
I am so thankful for Medishare. It's so different, and I mean different in a very, very good way, Brand.
It is a good different. Call right now. They're so easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number. Call 844-43-BIBLE. That's 844-43-BIBLE. 844-43-BIBLE.
U.S. mortgages. Listen to this. A fixed rate. 4.99 or below for the next 5 years fixed rate, so you can wait till the dust settles and do what you want. U.S. mortgages. My friend David Chemansky is a mortgage broker. He shops the market for the best rates and the best deal for you. He's survived the test of time. 30 years strong. David Chemansky, U.S. mortgages. USMloan.com is the website. USMloan.com, or call 303-LOW-RATE. 303-LOW rate. You can depend on David Chemansky and U.S. Mortgages to find you the best deal in the marketplace. And right now, as I said, $4.99 or below for the next 5 years fixed. No matter what rates do, you'll get great prices with David Chemansky and U.S. Mortgages. 303-LOW rate. Hey, when you're in trouble and you need a criminal defense attorney, Joe Lazzara, we've done the shopping for you. Joseph A. Lazzara. Let me tell you what Joe does. He will do initial consultations free and talk about your case and make you feel comfortable on his approach. If you want to hire him, of course, he gives you a flat rate price for your entire case. So there is no risk. Call for all your free information up front and then a flat rate price. 303-429-6200, 429-6200.
Discount Bath, they're at our house right now. I cannot wait to get our bathroom completely finished. You know what Chris did? He sent out Steven. Suzanne and him got together, figured out all the colors for the new bathroom, and we are so happy. But my favorite part is the discount pricing. You're always going to get the best pricing with these guys, and it doesn't matter if you have a $25 million house or a fix and flip. They've got everything you need at your budget. Check them out. Discount Bath. I can't believe I just almost said that. DiscountBath.com.
If you're a business owner, you hate spending the fall painting. So do what business owner Steve did. He called Rhino Shield.
The building itself is made out of concrete blocks. We've had it painted once before, and I heard the ads for Rhino Shield, and that piqued my interest.
Rhino Shield ceramic technology is specifically formulated for our unique climate right here in Colorado, and it's Class 1 fire rated.
So the Rhino Shield crew that came out was really good. Next to our building, we have some automotive repair shop. There was no paint, no overspray anywhere that I could see, even on the concrete.
Business or residential, right now get the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 20% off the regular price.
You don't think of paint as an investment, but when you don't have to worry about painting your building for 25 years, to me is a no-brainer.
Here's owner Jim Williams.
This offer is limited, so call me at 844-317-4466. That's 844-31-RHINO or rhinoshieldco.com.
Man, I am happy to tell you about the only realtor that made the cut for Team Dave Logan, and that is Troy Hansford. I recommend Troy because he's the only agent that will guarantee to sell your home at your price, or he'll write you a check for $5,000. And the good news, he puts that in writing. He can make that guarantee because he spends tens of thousands of dollars generating demand. And right now, he has hundreds of approved home buyers ready to buy. He just doesn't have enough houses. So if you have a house, Troy might have that perfect buyer for you right now. Give him a call, 720-900-4400. 4433. Let me give you a story. Just last week, Troy listed a house that was on the market for almost a month. You know what? Troy sold it for full price in less than a week. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy will buy your house for all cash, and he can close in as little as 7 days. Call Troy and get your home sold for the most money. 720-900-4433. Again, that's 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford with RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions apply.
We've got near record-breaking temperatures for your Tuesday. High today, 76. The record is 77 degrees. Very warm, lots of sunshine, and a light breeze. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Verse.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.
Blind shades and shutters for your home? Never an expensive pro. Check out Blindster.com, where we offer custom-made window coverings and guaranteed low prices with a team of pros ready to help you every step of the way. Blindster.com.
Hi, Tom Martino. You can reach us in the studio here at the mothership at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255, or you can call 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. You can also text us. And one of the text lines that comes direct to my cell phone is 747-999-5280. 747-999-5280. And you'll get right through. My neighbor built a 6-foot privacy fence last month. And it's literally 18 inches over the property line onto my yard. My survey pins prove it. He says, listen, it's pretty close. It's not doing any harm. I'm not going to move it. It's blocking my garden and looks awful. By the way, it doesn't matter if it's blocking your garden and looking awful if it's over the property line, right? Anyway, it says city code says fences must be on your own land. In fact, there is a setback. Now, a setback means it has to be from the property line onto your property with a setback. Here's the problem you have with fence lines. And this is a problem with a lot of issues where neighbors versus neighbors, especially when it comes to trees and fences and driveways and encroachment. And I think my compadres here will agree. We're talking about a 6-foot privacy fence, 18 inches encroaching onto his property. Just put up the neighbor says, look, I'm not going to move it. There's a setback by the county. And not only is it encroaching, but it doesn't meet the setback requirements. And he wants to know what he can do. Well, here's the problem. There is no agency you can call. And again, this is a problem with most neighbor versus neighbor issues. Most of them. No matter what it is. Unless it's really breaking a law like drugs or alcohol or public intoxication, stuff like that. But if we're talking about a fence line, you're not going to get any agency, not one, to come out and order them to move the fence. In order to actually get them to move the fence, you're going to have to take them to court or negotiate something. First and foremost, you say it's on your property. You have to verify that, which means that you have to get a survey of your own. Or if you already have one, but yes, that's right. If you already have one, you still have to verify the fence line with the existing survey, which means you have someone come out and actually pin where the fence is encroaching. It's a major pain in the ass, but you have to do it.
And ultimately, if they're not going to do anything, the sad part is you do have to file a lawsuit.
I know you do.
And it's going to be pretty costly.
And here's the deal. I think a lot of neighbors know that. So now,
unless it's something like a tree accidentally falls on it, or accidentally it gets burned down in the middle of the night or something.
Oh, God. We're not telling you to do anything, folks.
No, I'm just saying if something happened along those lines.
That's right. Now, so the privacy fence encroaching. Okay, verify fence line number one. When you find it is encroaching, you may want to call the building department or zoning, and they may issue some kind of a warning, which sometimes would be enough. But if this guy's just saying, no, make me move it, you may have to do it. Now, the good news is you could possibly, after showing with a survey and the building department or zoning writing a letter, you may be able to recover costs for your lawsuit if in fact they make you go to court. John, our court's reluctant to do that. John Fuller is our legal expert today. Our court's reluctant to do that when it comes to neighbor versus neighbor or any kind of a lawsuit. You know, people always say, who's going to pay my legal fees?
I mean, legal fees almost never get assessed against the other side unless there's a statutory, provision that allows for it or particularly compels it. Then you can get fees, but otherwise, we have something called the American rule, which is generally that each side pays their own fees and costs.
Even if they are just blatantly making me take them to court.
Even if they're blatantly making you take them to court. Again, unless there's a statutory provision that says, and the court shall award fees to the prevailing party, then it's not part of the discretionary. And if it's discretionary, most of the time the judges are not going to really exercise that discretion to award fees, unless there's really bad faith on one party or the other.
By the way, when it comes to attorney's fees, let me explain something through my many, many years in the past of litigating and having people sue me. And by the way, just as a side note, I prevailed in every single case. But let me explain something. We did have some suits where there were attorney's fees by statute because the big giant firm that was suing me, it was determined to be a slap lawsuit. And that a slap lawsuit means you're punishing somebody with a lawsuit. That's what it means in essence, okay? It means that you are, it stands for...
It's a strategic lawsuit against what's the
public... something. It's a, look it up. Strategic lawsuit against... Public interest or something. Anyway,
public strategic lawsuit against public participation.
Yes. So what they're saying is that they are punishing you. What they do is, okay, you're going to do this, we're going to do that, and so they grant attorney's fees if you can prove that. I proved it, but let me explain something about attorney fee provisions that will surprise you. It's not what your attorney's fees are. They don't just pay your attorney's fees.
It's reasonable.
It's what the judge says they should reimburse you. So the judge says, I am granting attorney's fees in the amount of. Right. And the judge doesn't care what you're billed.
Is there ever attorney's fees in personal injury? Paid by the winner, if you will, or I'm sorry, by the loser?
Almost never. I'm trying to think of, I take it back. In every lawsuit, we have something called Rule 11, and we have certain obligations on the other side to participate in discovery in good faith and stuff. If a party doesn't abide by the rules and they make you go to court and get the judge to intervene and compel certain disclosures and stuff, and you've gone through all the steps of trying and asking nicely and stuff, then the court will impose fees against the other side.
Is that just for personal injury, or is that
that's for all litigation? For all litigation.
So that's a civil rule.
So Rule 11 is basically if you're not playing by the rules, and the other team has to go to the judge might say, "Hey, you got to pay."
Tabitha, what's going on with you, Tabitha? Are you there, Tabitha?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's going on with you?
Well, I have a 2023 Chevy Malibu with 57,525 on it.
Yeah.
So it's under the 60,000 mile powertrain warranty, and I had it diagnosed, and they said that it needs injectors, and I have a list of engine problems.
I don't know if that's part of the powertrain, is it?
I don't know. That's a Kevin Calkin. Are they denying it, saying it's not part of the powertrain?
Yeah, they're saying that falls under the 36,000 mile bumper to bumper.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
yeah.
I have the Chevrolet picture what it shows online on Chevrolet.com, and then I have the diagnosis side by side next to each other. If you want me to read them.
Okay, like I said, I don't believe it's going to be covered under your powertrain because they have normal warranties and then they have the powertrain. But we can ask our guy. But tell me so what are they saying to you? Are they saying no, basically?
Generally, the powertrain is going to be the engine and the transmission, and then if it has a turbo. Other than that, I don't know what else would be covered. Maybe a transfer case, but that's basically part of the transmission.
So, okay. So what did they tell you? What did they tell you?
So the diagnosis shows seal injector ×1, all injector seals, high pressure fuel line, injector bolts ×8, technician note, and then there's 3 engine codes, and then found cylinder 3 dead misfire.
Okay. Now, did you have a regular warranty with this? A regular warranty?
No, it's under just the manufacturer's warranty still at this point.
Well, the manufacturer's warranty, when it came from the factory, it had probably a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, and then it had an extended powertrain warranty, I believe. What year is it?
2023.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I want to call Kevin.
We're going to get Kevin on, but it's not going to be covered. That's evident. They already told you that. The dealership would have no reason to turn it down. They'd end up getting paid from the manufacturer for the work. But the pricing, I bet's way off. What did they quote you to have all this stuff fixed? And who knows if it needs all that stuff? I'd definitely get a second opinion since you're coming out of pocket.
$1,879 and some change, I think.
Let's ask Kevin as well. How long have you owned it, by the way?
A few months. I just bought it in July. I drove it off the lot with 34,727.
34,000. Okay, so it was still under the 36,000. No, because it expired. Well, no. It was still under a normal factory warranty at that time.
No, it expired when she bought it.
It was 34,000 miles on it.
Yeah, isn't it? Oh, she said 36,000. Yeah, you're right.
So 36,000 miles. So hold on a second. Let's get Kevin Calkin on Kachina, see if we can. I'm going to put you on hold for a minute here. We'll see what we can do. Joe's got a comment on the fence issue because this neighbor is going to have to go to court, unfortunately. And it's pretty clear. Well, we don't know yet. He didn't have the survey check, but if he does and finds out that the fence is encroaching, again, there's not going to be an automatic you move it. Joe, what's your comment on this?
Well, I have 2 comments, Tom. First,
yes.
If he doesn't do anything after so many years, that will be deemed the neighbor's property. That fence will, and the land under it will be.
Well, that's going to be in many, many years. It's called adverse possession. And adverse possession means that you a situation existed adversely in the open, and then one way to do away with adverse possession is, and I did it once years ago, is you give permission to the person to temporarily use it while the issue is being litigated or being negotiated. So you temporarily give access. And you are saying, I reserve the right to rescind this access at any time. So it's no longer adverse. It's really clever.
Okay.
It's really clever. But thank you for bringing that up because you're absolutely right. That does come up. I got to take this break. Then when we come back, we'll talk to Kevin Calkin and talk about this possibility of, of this the drivetrain warranty and exactly what it means. Compass Insurance Group, free insurance checkups, and it's truly an objective look at your insurance. 303-996-9000.
Hey, Mark. My call screener, he's got the old version up, just has nothing on it.
You're on the old sheet. I'll give it to you.
On the old sheet.
That's going to be a Tom.
Me too. Yeah.
I have to reboot this.
What he said.
And I never knew those computers got rebooted.
He switched everything yesterday.
I know. Is the time right on that computer then for one?
Are we on YouTube?
No.
Yes.
Are we? Okay.
I hope this reboots. That's the scary part about rebooting these. Sometimes they never come back up. I'm not kidding.
And they're so old.
Mark, do you use Integra?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mark, did you go shopping for health insurance and you see, dozens and dozens and dozens of choices? What do you do?
Well, you call Integra. I mean, here was the deal. We received a notice saying our insurance was going to go up about 12%. So I called John Sr. over there. He went everything. But it's the same thing you do every year.
I do it with Medicare.
Yeah, they go over everything.
They go
with
over
you.
the supplements. They go over Advantage, or if you want regular insurance. You know, it's
And they're
virtually
local.
I'm just going to say this. That's right. They are local. And it's virtually impossible to do this yourself. I mean, there are so many choices out there. Integra Insurance, John Sr., John Jr., Day, and the entire team, they will shop on or off the exchange and find the best choices for you and save you money. 303-466-5500. 303-466-5500. Integra, I-N-T-E-G-R-A, IntegraInsurance.com.
Hey, Shannon, what's the password for this damn thing? I had to reboot it.
I got to go get him the screen. This call screener. I got to get him Let me get him the share. He's on there already. So.
And then Kelly, can you bring up the correct call screener for John? Do you know how to do that?
Once we get the,
Mark, you're on Kaiser, aren't you?
I've been on Kaiser, dude. When I had 50 employees, I had Kaiser. I mean, I've been on Kaiser for fucking 20 years, I bet.
Did you, are you on it as an individual?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just got kicked off the DPD to the city, and the individual is cheaper.
Well, what I like about Kaiser is I can get into the doctor almost any time I want.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Now, if you're on vacation somewhere and it's not a Kaiser city, forget about it. But that, I mean, how often does that happen? Almost never.
It happened with me a couple times with FEMA, but they picked up the bill. I was in, no man's land.
Yeah. I have no problem with Kaiser.
I like it personally.
But I've never had anything serious, so I mean, I don't know that aspect of it.
I have a huge problem with Kaiser.
Do you? Well, I know you do.
Why?
From an attorney, because they kind of fuck around with attorneys, honestly.
Yeah.
In fact, for both of our cases, we went to outside doctors because we had Kaiser.
do you need me to send you a link? I'll send John Fuller a link.
Yeah, I've got it up on mine right now, but yeah, if you want to do that after, probably all the deputies need to be added, but read only.
We're having our, he already did a pantry shipped in.
Pantry shipped in.
Yeah, we're redoing our pantry. It's about the last thing. Okay. We got that last bathroom that Discount Bath's doing, then our pantry and 2 new chandeliers. So we're getting.
Lights turn out.
Lights are awesome, man.
You like it?
I use those stupid things all the time. In fact, I just
You have them on for Halloween?
I got to turn them off.
I don't care. Either way, it comes to the same place. My neighbor just put up the jellyfish ones yesterday,
These are half the price.
and it looks like a damn dispensary or
It could look like whatever he wants it to
or a
look
bail
like.
bond shop over there. One of the two.
Or Shotgun Willie's on a Friday.
Yeah.
Put up
What are
the
you
glitter
talking
show.
about? Do you have it on your house?
No.
His neighbor put them up.
My neighbor put up jellyfish yesterday.
Okay, the word here will be the link. And when I send it to you.
Cheney dead.
Yep.
The brains behind the Bush era. Second Bush era.
Boy, no cheers for that.
I liked him.
Was he a bad guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he raised whatever her first name is.
Liz.
Lynn?
Okay,
Liz.
Yeah, but come
Hold
on.
on one
You
second.
can't
I gotta
fault the
give you-
dude for that.
No.
I think.
She lost bigger than anybody, I think, ever. Right? I mean, her record for losing
And that should give you
was
the
remarkable.
link and the sharing benefit. So see if that does when you click on
It
it.
was Wyoming. I mean, she should have realized.
You guys are now friends with benefits.
That's a special kind of. What'd you send it by? Text or email?
Email.
Snail mail.
Waiting for it to come through.
It should come through. I mean, I think, let's see what email I use.
I know, but
Do you have it?
no.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what email. It's john@jrfpc.com.
Yeah, that's it. It should come through.
It's just slow.
Hey, Tom Martino here with Major Marc Mager. Yes, and we're here to help you. By the way, K&H Home Solutions, we love announcing their painting pros. People love them. Of course, they have window siding, doors, and more. K&H has what you're looking for now, including painting. KHWindows.com. Okay, Joe, you have more fence comments. Go ahead. What are you? Go ahead, Joe.
I'm the same Joe, and I just think if that guy likes his fence, why couldn't he write a letter to the neighbor saying, thank you for donating a fence to me? And since it is on my property, I'm now the owner of it.
Well, you can't claim ownership. People have tried that. By the way, people have tried that before. That's not going to work. Another thing that won't work, by the way, is you can't take action on your own.
What happens if
to
it's
destroy
impeding something?
If it what?
What happens if the fence is impeding where he wants to park his car on his property?
You know, that's a good point. He's going to have to still take steps to have it removed. You're not allowed to do what's called self-help, which is knock it down. Basically, you just can't do it.
Well, wouldn't that just shift the ball? In other words,
make him come after you.
He'd
for
have
it.
to come after me for knocking it down.
You're absolutely right. I wonder, though, John, in that case, if a neighbor puts up a fence and you knock it down, could that be considered
But
more?
remember, the biggest part is it's on your property.
Yeah, but if you knock it down, I wonder if a police officer would say it's a civil matter, or would they call it vandalism?
Well, where's that line again, though? If I come over and just start building a fence on your property, like directly behind your patio, forget about 18 inches. I build a fence around your house 1 inch from the house. I mean, at what point can I tear it down?
Well, that's where reasonableness comes in.
There's no way that the cops are not going to say that's a civil matter, and
they're not going to arrest him for it.
No, of course not. I mean, can you imagine?
How about if I built a fence around your dog in the backyard of your property? You're saying I couldn't tear that fence down?
I'm saying go for it. You just won't get arrested for doing it. The cop will encourage me to take civil action.
Kevin Calkin, I want to bring you up real quick here. So, Kevin, what is included in a drivetrain warranty because drivetrain warranties usually go longer than normal warranties. So she bought a Malibu, right? It was at the time she bought it, and I'll bring her up. It's Tabitha. She already had the factory warranty of until 36,000 miles. Then it expired. But she still now has what's called a drivetrain warranty. And Tabitha, under the drivetrain warranty, without getting into too much detail, what were the items that they would not fix and you thought they should fall under the drivetrain warranty? What were they in general? Were they injectors?
Injector seals, high pressure fuel line, injector bolts times 8.
Basically all of the injectors and the fuel lines and the high pressure stuff. Kevin, is that considered part of the drivetrain because it's part of the engine?
Not necessarily, unless it's specifically included. Typically, the drivetrain after the factory warranty is over is internally lubricated parts. So internals of the engine or transmission.
Is there? And by the way, wouldn't that be spelled out somewhere in a document?
Well, one way or the other, it may not put everything, including, in other words, it won't say it does not cover alternator, does not cover this, does not cover. They'll list it as internally lubricated parts is the typical verbiage that you will see.
Okay. So internal, and so obviously an injector or the fuel rails and the fuel, all of that, that's not internally lubricated.
Correct.
Give me things that you would say are solidly covered by drivetrain.
Well, internals like lifters, camshafts, crankshafts, pistons, or internal parts of the transmission, for failure, not for wear out. And also, there are going to be exclusions for maintenance. Mark and I talked about this last week. We're running into a lot of people not doing oil changes and getting denied flat no to extended warranties.
Now, by the way, I asked AI what is typically included. They said transmission, drive shaft, axles, differential, clutch,
turbo, if there is one.
Things that are internally lubricated that directly make the car move. They are saying literally through gearing and belts and stuff, make it move. So Tabitha, you don't have the industry on your side as far as getting those things covered.
I see that. Yeah.
And hey, how much? She got a quote of like $1,800 for what she read. What do you think? Is that reasonable, Kevin?
It's a little on the high side, but it's not out of line. No.
Tabitha, do they have your car torn apart or anything right now?
Not sure. I haven't communicated with them. I'm kind of scared.
I'd get it over to Kevin for a second opinion.
I would get it over to Sheridan Auto Tech on Colfax west of Bosworth.
Did you drive it in?
No, it had to be towed in the spring.
Well, that's a whole different story.
We got to take this break.
Honest, accurate.
Let me ask you, do I have Integra right now again? That's on there, but just tell me. Did you hear him? You got a major right after my Art of Granite.
Okay.
You want the guarantee?
That was weird.
I may have. Yeah, instead of the mic, I hit that. Hey, the guaranteed best value, best price for countertops, theartofgranite.com. I love our vendors coming through, our sponsors coming through like the Art of Granite to give you the best value. Go see them in Golden, the Art of Granite in Golden. You can look them up on Facebook or theartofgranite.com. Any kind of countertop, man-made or any natural stone. Tear out and haul away is always free. 303-386-5919. Get countertops before the holidays. Guaranteed best prices and values. 303-386-5919.
DiscountBath.com. They're out at our house. In fact, Stephen was out. That's where we began the project. You go to DiscountBath.com. They send someone out to look at everything. They give you the different options, give you the pricing. Then you move forward. It's that simple. You know what I really liked? None of those strong arm tactics. They don't come out there and make you feel bad. They give you simply the best price on a bathroom. And speaking of that, that's all they do is bathrooms. DiscountBath.com. I never, ever would steer you wrong. You're going to love them. It's another company I use all the time. DiscountBath.com. Hey, Kelly, turn that light up a little.
Which one do you want up? I'll do it.
Just something to even out this. That should do it, I bet. It's going to take the camera a minute to see it.
did share it with him, but I'll do it again. What, it depends on what email. I mean, here it's shared at Shannon at iHeartMedia. Is he not getting in? Okay. Okay, I'll take it off and do it again. Remove access, and then I'll do it again. Okay. Why they make it so fucking difficult to share?
Came through fine for me.
It did work, didn't it?
See if I can get in.
I think New Jersey still goes red. I do. Virginia, I don't think so. I think New Jersey does, though.
You mean goes Republican?
Yeah, they were. If you just want to go polls for polls, they were 8-9 points off last time on the polling. Now the Republican didn't win, but they only lost by 2 points. So, and right
Are
now
they
it's
doing
about
exit
2-3.
polling right now?
What's that?
I see.
No, you mean actual?
Like in New York?
No, not till after everything closes.
Anyone know what that's about?
What?
Angel City players turning on?
No idea. It's Fox News. It's got to be a guy playing for the soccer team of women.
That's what
I mean, there's no doubt.
No idea.
You know, men have enough fucking sports. Women have hardly anything. Jesus Christ.
How's the male cheerleaders doing?
Male cheerleader
for the NFL? Has there been any?
I have no idea.
Well, there's always been male.
Yeah, usually because they're throwing the women up.
Not in pro ball.
No, I don't know. I don't think I give a shit. I was watching a new show I liked last night.
What's that?
I got to look it up now. What sucks is there was only 3 episodes.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. So we've learned that basically drivetrain warranties do not cover just anything on the engine. No accessories and most parts. The only thing covered are the internally lubricated parts that are directly responsible for the drivetrain. That's gearing and transmission and drivetrain, the actual drivetrain. So that's something. Now, on this fence, getting a lot of reactions. Somebody is saying, Tom, can he take him to small claims court? But you can't go to small claims court and have a move a fence. Small claims court is only for an amount of money. So if it would cost him, if he got a bid on moving the fence to the proper location, could he sue for that amount? That might be something. John, what do you think?
Well, he can get an estimate for that, but then that's him undertaking to move the fence. I wouldn't want to move the neighbor's fence. I would want to make the neighbor do it, and that's your problem,
That's exactly right. So we have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255.
Looks like they gave New Jersey to the Mickey
already
Democrat. Yeah,
already. So the show.
That's what I'm reading.
It can't be over yet.
Damn it.
It's only 1 o'clock there.
I don't know. That's what I'm reading. This guy's normal.
Maybe based on exit polls?
You're reading a comment on Facebook Live. That's hardly exactly a news source.
What does it say?
This guy's pretty good.
What does it say?
That they awarded it to the Democrat.
Who awarded it?
He doesn't say that. No, dude, it's not even close to over. I'm going to say, excuse me.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
What Democrat? What are you talking about?
The governorship.
Oh, in New Jersey?
They're doing exit polling.
Yeah. Democrat Cheryl holds edge over Citarelli as New Jersey's governor's race tightens.
We're not going to know shit until the polls close.
Yeah. I told him to name your source. Don't you think they learned that shit a couple years ago when they...
Well, you would think so.
Al Gore. What's good? Well, what's Polymarket? That's his source.
Polymarket's not bad. It's better than most polling companies, but...
It's a betting site?
Yeah. It's out at, you can't use it here, it's in Europe.
Mass flight delays, you'll see mass cancellations, and you may see it.
Now, if they would literally open up those lines in Vegas, we could get rid of pollsters. If we had betting in the U.S. on elections, that'd be about as fair as you could get for good information. Although someone could go in and move Polymarket, now that I think about it, a big enough bet. In fact, I think they were blaming someone for doing that in the election. Someone swept in and laid down like $3 million or something absurd. Turn that down, little Tommy.
You want some water?
Yeah, I'll take a water.
We're getting a whole bunch of sod put in down in Florida right now.
Is it good stuff? Sod is fucking ridiculous. It's really all the labor. But I'll tell you what, if you ever attempted seeding in your life, you'll go back to sod very quick.
Just about can't seed this shit in. St. Augustine grass, it's like...
Ooh, that's nice grass.
It's a pain in the ass. It's a very fickle little grass, you know?
I got all my fucking winterization done. Got my trailer put into the garage. Got my snow blower on my tractor. That was a fun Sunday.
I bet.
It's a pain in the ass pulling that trailer in. It really is. George Como? Yeah.
Yeah.
Last night.
So why does that dude wear that red beret?
I don't fucking know. It drives me crazy.
Because
he looks like
the guardian angel. He started them.
Yeah, like in the 60s.
He thinks there's enough branding on that to still carry the damn election.
Thank you.
It looks stupid.
It looks stupid as hell.
Right.
He looks like a nut. I mean, he literally looks like a nut. Who the fuck wears a red beret? You know who did the Rambo's captain? Oh, it wasn't red though, it was green. Rambo's
Was green beret. Yeah.
Yeah, officer wore the green beret. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, they're going to vote in the $950 gazillion. What's that?
Oh, this, I'm talking about Mandami.
Why can't they do a ballot issues?
The only scary thing he can really do is fuck with the police department.
We already won it. He wants to be.
He may not have a police department. People bail on him.
I tend not to worry, or try not to worry about that shit anymore. He really can't do most of the shit he wants to. I mean, yeah, he might be able to open up a fucking grocery store. Who cares?
That's going to be something.
I thought that's what that one store was anyway. Begins with an A. A-L-D.
Aldi?
What is it?
Aldi?
That's what I went. Yeah, when they first started, I thought they were just a public type store, regular store.
That's what I thought they are.
No, they are for sure. They have them in Florida. They have
Yeah.
like a little bit. They're a little bit cheaper, and they're a box-oriented store.
Yeah, you
they
go in
don't
there.
have. They don't have the selection. Like if you want a toothbrush, they have like 2 to pick from. Okay, and that's it. But they have it as long as you like A or B.
But their products are like you said. They only cut open the box.
Right.
That's why I think when
they're
was
cheaper
even
for sure.
some-
Some people love them. I mean, we have one kind of not too far from us, so we went in there for the hell of it one day, and there were people with like 2 shopping carts going
Wow.
in the register, and you're just like, what the heck? But we don't shop there. There's no, their strong suit is not like meat and produce. It's stuff in boxes and stuff.
I think that's why I must have thought that.
But there's a few of them around.
Yeah.
You know?
Back east, but more, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. There isn't one in this area, is there?
I've never seen one, but
I've seen them, but it was in
I don't
Florida.
get around like some folks do,
Here to Florida and back,
That's a straight line,
Tell me you don't.
Kind of
Tell me you don't ever fly Spirit.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
You're a good man.
Never.
At least one. It's okay to say once because then it's never.
I did one time.
See, then it's never.
And never again.
My kid had.
Off the list.
It's the best Spirit ever. Him and 4 buddies flew to Vegas, and it was round trip DIA, Vegas back, and they moved the flight coming back, but they moved it to an hour and a half earlier, so they all missed the flight. And we emailed
bad news. You need advice.
Have you ever heard of a flight being
just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. We are here to help you solve problems, answer questions taking place, make your life a little easier. The guaranteed lowest price on furnaces or water heaters or any major replacement. RenewHomeInnovations.com. They will guarantee you the lowest price. RenewHomeInnovations.com. Give them a call and put them to the test. 303-904-2000. 303-904-2000. RenewHomeInnovations.com. Okay. So, we have another question from email, and this one is from out of state. They bought an air fryer. Now, this is the oddest thing I ever heard. At a mega store, and it was 45 days ago. They used it 3 times. It caught fire, and they were able to put it out, but it destroyed the unit to where they can't identify the unit. They lost their receipt. The store says, we're not going to take a hunk of plastic and metal and pay you for it. You know, you said you paid $2.99 for it. You don't have a receipt. You don't have proof of payment. You don't even have something to return to us that we can identify. It literally is that bad. Store manager says there are no exceptions. We need something to look at. What do you think, John? That's weird. I mean, now I think a store worth its weight would say, you know what, this vaguely, they got to be able to say, they know damn well
Yeah,
it
but
vaguely
they're not going
looks
to
like.
get their money back.
You mean the store?
I mean,
Yeah.
You literally have no ability to prove that you bought the thing for $300. You paid cash for that.
Well, I don't know actually.
Listen, I just went through the very first purchase protection on a credit card that I've ever done.
What is that? How did that work for you?
It was the hardest claim that I've ever made in my life, and I make claims every day professionally.
So, I never used it. How does it work?
It's
Purchase protection.
It's just an insurance company is all it is. And so They have a process. Now,
we all have that on
Was
our
it
credit
Allstate? Which one was it?
No, it was through a Chase card, and it was like Virginia Surety or something like that. Back
So what
east.
did you buy?
A computer for my mountain bike.
Okay.
A little ride computer. And
then
then
you couldn't just take it back?
Well, I crashed on my mountain bike and I killed it bad. Okay,
Okay, you killed it.
It was
Wow.
no computer. Okay, it was dead. And
is it an EV bike? I'm just curious. No,
it's
okay.
not. It's old fashioned, old school,
Okay.
John powered bike. Okay. So anyway, listen, I understand they have guidelines. It's like I crashed, okay? And so they're like, whoa, if it's a crash, we're going to need a police report. We're going to need the other guy's insurance. We're going to need blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no. I crashed on the side of a mountain, my bicycle. It was all my fault. I'm the one that crashed the motor. There's no police. It was almost flight for life, but that was, a
And
whole
this
separate
purchase
thing.
protection covers that.
It did.
It paid for it.
It took 9 weeks of me sending them crap, pictures, descriptions, explanations. No, you're not going to have a police report. Not now, not ever. And every time that they would send me a new letter and say, we really need a police report. And I would send them a letter back going, how many times do I have to tell you you're not going to get a freaking police report? This was not an accident that involved the police. This was me crashing off of a mountain into a big rock.
Did you get hurt?
Yes, but I'm good.
How long ago was that?
A couple months now.
Okay.
Yeah. I broke a rib.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
Don't you
fun.
love what the doctors say? Okay, you broke a rib.
I didn't even go to the doctor.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's yes, they finally paid, but it was a miserable
It's tedious.
process. So I understand what this caller is saying. It's a pain in the butt, but the burden of proof is on you, and you have to kind of look at it from the store's perspective. We don't know what that is. It's a burned up piece of stuff,
Right, exactly.
What is it? Where did it come from? When did you buy it? Certainly you have some ability to prove that. Some way, somehow.
Right.
Did you buy anything else that day? If you used a credit card, you're gold. You can always pull up old transactions.
Right.
and stuff.
I
But
got
if you're one of the very few people in this world that took cash in and bought one item that day and have no ability to prove it, you're probably hosed.
Yeah, but even if they did have a receipt, walking back into the store with melted plastic, that brings up a whole different issue.
Yeah.
Like, a big deal. You prove that you bought it. Now prove that that's what you bought.
But think about Costco.
That's
you go
weird.
in and see something cool that they have one time, and then 2 weeks later when you go back, it's gone.
That's
right?
the thing about
It's
Costco.
gone forever.
I know it. In fact,
but
that pisses me off about
you
Costco.
can still return the one
But
you want.
yes, but not if they couldn't identify it. You're like, well, you guys had it. It was right on row 3. And they're like, we don't have that product.
Yeah.
So
Costco, though, pulls it up by membership card. They know what you bought, period.
true.
Actually,
And I've had 2 claims on my Amex. One of them, I rented a car in Fort Worth, and I was backing out, and man, I hit a guardrail and just put a slice down that passenger side. It had to be 15, 20,000 in damage.
Really?
Oh, it was horrible. Sure enough, it took like maybe a month or so, but they got paid 100% from Amex. No, I didn't buy any insurance on the car. Amex paid the entire
Your
claim.
insurance never had to do
My
anything.
insurance never had to do anything.
That's awesome.
What's weird is when you do those on credit cards, you guys might not know this.
I've never used my credit card insurance. Well, I never had to use a claim, but how do you do it?
If you buy their insurance, like if you go to Hertz and you buy their insurance, then your credit card insurance will not work. You have to decline that coverage.
Right.
What about your own primary insurance? They don't require that your own car insurance go first?
No, not on that. Not on that. For liability, of course.
But if you had not selected that coverage, I think your primary auto insurance would have covered.
Oh, they definitely would have.
Without
And
a
then
doubt.
my insurance would have went up and everything else.
Mark, did you have a deductible at all?
No, nothing. I'm telling you,
Okay,
Amex,
what was the
Amex wrote a
process?
check for the whole thing directly to Hertz, I believe it was
So
Hertz.
what was the process? You contacted Amex?
Yeah, I called up Amex and basically they said, yup, you did it. Let's make sure you paid for everything on there. Not just the reservation, but when you showed up, you paid for everything.
Oh, you have to use that card, obviously.
Oh,
to
hell
pay
yeah.
for it, right.
For everything.
Right.
For everything. And sure enough, I did everything right. And not even knowing. I mean, honestly, not even knowing the coverage was there. But the second one was on this phone. Once again, Amex. This was more like the one you were talking about. I dropped it, the screen broke, and they wanted $500 for this screen. And I looked up and I said, I think if I pay my monthly bill with that Amex card, it covers this.
Right.
And it did. $50 deductible, and I brought it up to You Fix It or We Fix It, You Break It, whatever it is, and sent the receipt over. I paid them on the Amex card, which you have to do, and about a month later, I got a credit for $450.
Wow. So as long
But
as you're...
I had to jump through hoops like he was saying.
As long as you're paying with the card, you get the card benefits.
Listen, I want to bring this up real quick. Since I'm talking Amex, there are certain things with the Amex Platinum that are unbelievable. Suzanne gets,
But you have
listen
to
to
pay
this.
for that card.
Yeah, but Suzanne gets once a quarter, a $75 or $100 instant credit to Lululemon. So she buys something to work out in. As soon as they see it on there, they credit it. $600 in hotels automatically credited. $300 on the air.
600 quarter or a year?
600 a year.
Okay.
Yeah, 600 a year, and 200 or 300 on the airlines for anything. I mean, you pick one airline, and if you buy a cocktail or if you got to pay for a bag, whatever, up to $200. And then the one we discovered last night, we ate at a nice restaurant in Castle Rock. It's a Mexican restaurant. It's really expensive for a Mexican restaurant.
But you had to pay for it with the card.
You paid for it on the Amex, and we get through, it's called Remy or Remzi, which is like a, almost like open table. Once a quarter, we get $100 to spend at a Remy or Remzi restaurant, which is amazing. So yes, to go back to your
God
point.
almighty, how much can they be making?
You pay $700 a year for the card, but if you travel a lot, you know, the airline and hotel credits and stuff, and if you go out to eat a lot, like I just told you, and then if you ever have to use the car insurance or the cell phone insurance, it more than pays for itself, by far.
Now, is this an American Express card?
It's got to be the platinum or the black.
Right. And are those the ones you have to pay off every month, right? You can't carry a balance.
Yeah, you can't. You know what they do? They send you offers all the time. Like when I pay for my advertising.
So they make their money totally on the yearly amount.
The fees.
Their fees.
Yeah.
When you buy
and the
something,
fees
the
to the
merchant
merchant,
fees.
right.
Yeah.
The merchant fees.
Not only the merchant fees, but us paying. A lot of people aren't going to benefit from everything I just said. Think about that. A lot of people simply don't travel.
Yeah, so it's the yearly fee and the merchant fees.
And then when you first sign up, they generally give you 200,000 miles. That 200,000 miles is $2,000.
Yeah, I guess in certain circumstances, if you do the math, it works. I mean, that's what you do.
Which you said at Chase. Do you have all those kind of benefits through yours too? Because your biggest card, you've told me, is your Southwest. You got like a gazillion points.
I do, and I will have a total of 47 flights this year.
Can you believe that?
And I don't.
Wait a minute. That
I think
all
I may
paid
be,
for by then?
I may be paid for 4 of them.
That's incredible, John. But all of his business expenses.
But that's a lot of money going through that card. I mean, it takes discipline to run your life through a couple different cards.
Yeah.
And and it's not easy, but. I mean, I don't know that's extraordinary, but I can say I fly Southwest. So when you tried to turn me onto that Amex card, and that's wonderful, all those miles, but they're not branded miles, so you don't get the status that goes along with them with that particular airline. So you can use the miles, but you can't get the status with that particular carrier.
The miles have to be used on this particular airline.
No, it is on any of them, but mine can only be used on Southwest.
Right.
So that's all I really fly.
When we went to Hawaii, we were there 3 weeks. Right. We were basically really nice hotels and airfare. I paid 100% with miles. It was probably like 950,000 miles. But that was 3 weeks at a really nice places.
Right.
So 100% paid by the use of the Amex.
If you're smart and you...
So you use that
many,
Amex for everything.
There's so many different options. You can just... I mean, there's different cards that cater to different people's needs. And if, if you're smart and you can get the benefit, then $900 or $700 or whatever is nothing. You're going to way outweigh that in benefits. For me, it'd be a waste. I mean, I had an American card at one point that I couldn't get the use out of. The American Lounge was always packed to the gills, and it was only like 3 airports that I go to that had that lounge. So it had no real value, but it was still like $600 a year for the card.
He does Southwest. I do Amex majority. And when you say that is when I pay for the advertising, I get 4X points. That's why I went with Amex.
Where do they have those Spirit Lounges again?
The Spirit Lounges, yeah. Right next to the Frontier one.
I never get to an airline. I never get to an airport long enough to use a lounge.
Right. What card do you use primarily, though?
Cap One.
Cap One, yeah. I mean, you should.
They don't have a lot of perks.
They do if you get the Venture X. If you get the Venture X, you'll get a lot of benefit for your lifestyle.
And it's the same. What's the difference? Do I just ask for a Venture X?
Yeah, you want a Venture X. You're going to pay $600 or $700 a year.
What am I paying for the other one?
Probably $0.
Yeah. So the monthly fees have always been a question to me whether or not I'll get my benefit. But I guess if you keep track of it, you will. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Frank Duran, the real estate man. Let me tell you what he does. He does an analysis of your property to see what it will sell for. In these markets right now, it's weird. It's like you don't know what will your house sell for, what will you clear, what can you buy. He'll do an analysis free of charge. No obligation. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
Yeah, you would pay for you would easily pay for a nice trip to Italy, man, if you just use that Venture X.
Yeah.
Just for your everyday shit.
Right.
Taxes, anything.
I'm the same way.
Yep, everything.
But I mean, I have.
So what do we got?
Yeah.
Vestera, I'll do first.
Bring him up for me. Hold on, guys.
I'll do Vestera.
Vestera Turnkey is a way to become a landlord without the conventional risks or hassles. And I want you to mark your calendars for the 15th of this month, where Barry Miller will be explaining what he does and how he does it for you. So if you want to meet Barry personally and find out about the Vestera Turnkey way to become a landlord, go to mybiggestrureturn.com to find out about this coming seminar, and he'll tell you how to be one of these landlords without the conventional risks and hassles to make tremendous returns. VesteraTurnkey.com, mybiggestrureturn.com. That's mybiggestrureturn.com.
Joe Chiano, my friend, I'll tell you what, we've got another movie coming up, The Baby Boomer Dilemma. It's going to be Thursday, November 13th. This one is in Southland's AMC Aurora. In fact, there's a lot of cool restaurants around there, but we're going to buy the popcorn, the drinks, but we're going to be talking about Social Security. We're going to be talking about retirement. And my favorite part is guaranteed income that can never go down. I love it. Joe, what do you have to say about the event?
Well, besides all that, people are going to be learning critical information, Mark, about their money and their retirement, because the movie talks about not only, retirement products, but it talks about Social Security.
Yeah.
What's the future for Social Security? And you see, that's the baseline for most people when they retire. So is Social Security going to be cut, or is it going to be eliminated? Who knows?
Who knows? But I'll tell you what I do love about some of the products you have. The one with the 17% bonus. Can you imagine that? $100,000 turns into $117,000. That starts growing day one. The other thing is when you do decide to retire and get that guaranteed check, the guaranteed check for the rest of your life, even if you live to 110, if you ever fall ill and have to bathe yourself or you can't cook, all of a sudden, the long-term care benefits kick in and that monthly payment doubles. You got to check out the movie, Baby Boomer Dilemma. Google it right now and get signed up. MyMoneyMovie.com. Get signed up now. Suzanne and I will be out there. MyMoneyMovie.com. Limited seating. MyMoneyMovie.com. So you don't like your neighbor's lights? I live far enough away. Mine will never.
I've only seen them for 1 hour, like last night.
Yeah, okay.
They just went up literally yesterday.
Mine are red, white, and blue, just going around the house all the time. And I started thinking, you know what's sad about me spending all the money on the lights? The only people that can fucking see them is me. Now, if my one neighbor pulls in, they'll see him while they're in the cul-de-sac, but they can't see him from their house. They simply can't see my house. So the only person that gets enjoyment out of these expensive fucking lights is me, but I love them.
Wouldn't that set you back to, is it all the way around or just 3 sides? Or
2 sides, because that's all you can see from my cul-de-sac.
You can't see
a lot.
When you look at the house.
A lot. What do you, well, you don't know how big my house is, though. Yeah. I have a neighbor, not in this, I have an ex-neighbor that lives in Perdera now, over where your ex lives. He dropped 14. And he has less lights than mine, but he did the jelly.
Okay, so
Jelly's about, I'm not going to say double, but
really?
Jelly's about 60% higher than Excel.
Really?
But there's nothing cheap. But here's what Excel did. You got to understand, all the tracks, they painted them literally to match my house. You cannot see mine, period, until I turn them on.
Now, I have a regular discount bath coming up. Do you want to take that one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You mean 11:30? Yeah.
I only know that they were jelly because that was a jelly van parked in
there.
house. You know?
I bet you he easily dropped 10.
And it looked like a, your average creeper van.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a subcontractor. On the other side, it says Smith's Plumbing or whatever.
Exactly. You see the magnets in the back.
By the way, we do snow.
We're going to be today,
Yeah.
We had some painting done one year, and it's like all the guys got out, and they all dug in the back and drug out like Pro T-shirts and threw them on top of normal crap.
I either had painters or the light people. Not on purpose, so I'll say this, because I love Excel and I like Mark Szymanski and Genesis, but my fucking ladder's gone. And there's no way the ladder, you know where I live, no one's breaking in to steal a ladder.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Listen to this one. I went to the ER with severe stomach pain. I don't care about that. This comes up a lot, by the way. The bill came to $3,200. John, you might know about this, but it wasn't personal injury, but the bill came to $3,200. My insurance paid $800. I owe $2,400. The breakdown shows that there was a facility fee of $1,100 and $900 for a doctor that was a consulting physician I never met, but he reviewed my chart. I'm uninsured for the out-of-network stuff, but everything that was in-network is being paid. What can you do? So,
did he say emergency room, though?
Wait a second.
Yep, go ahead.
Wait a second. You said the total bill was $32, his insurance paid $1,200, and he owes the balance of $24?
Well, whatever it comes to. I owe $2,400.
Well, how can that be if his insurance repriced it? I don't understand how he's still dealing with 100% of the bill.
Well, he's dealing with $2,400,
which was left over after his insurance paid
$800.
Okay,
so 800 plus 24
is
something's wrong.
32. Right. So there's been no discounting. How did his insurance not reprice the bill?
Well, I don't know. I didn't get that.
Maybe he didn't have insurance.
But this is what I did.
Right.
Now, the hospital's in-network. An ER doctor actually treated you, so you got the in-network stuff.
Colorado changed it, though. And, John, maybe you know about this. I don't think they can do that anymore.
They have to
under federal law, and Colorado law, you don't have to pay for consulting outside of the people that actually saw you.
Okay.
They're not allowed to do a ghost charge of someone who simply looked at your bill. By the way, I got an attorney bill one time years ago that it came, I was canceling the attorney because I didn't want to go through with it. I got this tremendous bill, and he charged me for consulting with one of his colleagues about my case. I wasn't even there. That was like, what are you kidding me? What's to prevent that from happening? You know, I agreed to pay so much an hour, so he charged me for his time talking to one of his colleagues. Well, anyway, that's what this reminded me of.
Yeah, but I mean, really, don't attorneys do that? Not necessarily personal injury, but people getting paid by the hour. If they got to consult with somebody else about your real estate case, they're going to be charging you for that.
Yeah, they do that all the time. I don't do that. I don't bill by the hour, so I have the
You'd have to
luxury
bill
of not
yourself.
having to. Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Okay, by the way, you cannot be balance billed for the rest. This is a really strong act, the Federal No Surprises Act, which says basically you don't pay any balances that your insurance doesn't pay. That's really what it says. Your hospital and insurer are required to settle payment between themselves and not involve you.
Well, that's what I was asking. If the insurance company repriced it to a certain dollar amount, from that dollar amount, they would then assess your patient responsibility portion, and you would owe that.
And you only have to pay what you've agreed to by copay or coinsurance or deductible.
So the amount that they reduced it in their repricing, you would not be responsible for. That is the amount that they used to back bill or try to send to the patient and say, hey, you know, this much is still outstanding.
Colorado enforces what's called a no surprise billing ban, which really mirrors the federal law.
Right.
Did you know there's actually a number you can call? And this is what I want to get out there. If you are balance billed for something that your insurance negotiated with the hospital, and then the hospital or medical provider comes after you, under the No Surprises Act, you can file a complaint at 1-800, and I'll write this to the guy, 1-800-985-3059. But there's actually a number, and it's called the No Surprises. You look it up at cms.gov, cms.gov/no surprises, cms.gov, no surprises, 1-800-985-3059. Go ahead.
Well, it's kind of funny talking about hospitals and pricing. Something I learned the first time we hired John, Suzanne and I got T-Bone, we hired John. And I'd never hired an attorney for a personal injury case before. It's just never happened. And I learned so much about it. And I'll tell you something that's crazy. You want those hospital bills to be high as hell. I mean, you're talking about balance billing, but in a personal injury case, when we went in, I mean, we had like $34,000 for like three things, like a CAT scan and some other stuff.
Right. And why do you want them to be as high as possible?
Because you're going after the damages, and that becomes part of the damages. But what was remarkable at the end, what John did, and I really did learn a lot about personal injury, he went to the hospital and negotiated them down to like $8,000. But we got to keep the $32,000 we got from the at-fault driver, which is it's kind of bizarre to me, but John, I understand.
Why is that?
They can't
say, wait a minute, you didn't actually pay that. You were billed it, but you didn't actually pay it.
Yeah, so it's a pretty, I mean, it almost sounds unfair to a degree, but here's the reality. The only reason that Mark got his medical expenses reduced down to a negotiated amount was that he had paid premiums for his health insurance and for his medical payments coverage and stuff like that out of his own pocket. And so we have a rule in Colorado called the collateral source document. And so we don't allow the at-fault guy to take advantage of Mark's financial prowess of buying good coverage and having insurance in place that allowed him to enjoy a lower rate than perhaps the cash-paying public out there.
So he has to be paid as if he was a cash-paying public.
Yes, because that is the measure of his damages under billed versus paid. The measure of damages in Colorado is the amount
the actual bill.
Because we're not going to get into, and it makes total sense. Why would we let the at-fault guy pay less
because
for the
of
damages that he caused
for a better
because
negotiator.
Mark happened to pay really good health insurance premiums? You know, that doesn't make sense. Are you going gonna turn around as the injured party and say, well, if you're going to be entitled to the lower amount, then I think part of my damages should be the health insurance premium I paid for the last 14 years I've been buying health insurance,
Right.
So that would be absurd. So the only logical way to do it, and the same is true
Is
for
the actual
MedPay
cost.
and everything else, the billed amount is the measure of damages, and nobody on a jury pool hears anything about insurance. We don't talk about health insurance, auto insurance, everything else. It keeps it clean and easy. The damages are the damages. The causation is the causation, and the jury decides what those damages are. Everything else works itself out.
So no matter what you work out behind the scenes, that's up to you.
Well, yeah, but it's all part of the process.
No, I get it.
The person you were just talking about, and you're saying, oh, well, we can't do back billing and stuff. Well, that's the same exact issue. You've got the hospital billing some outrageous price. The expectation is that it's going to get reduced down by the health insurance company, who's also charging a premium, and so the person is paying for that benefit. It's just all money going around in circles, and it's just the way the world turns. And tomorrow somebody will dream up a way to get around that system, and then there'll be new legislation and new rules, and everything else in the world keeps on
And
turning.
another reason they bill that much in the beginning is because if you do have MedPay, they assume you have MedPay. They want to eat that up as soon as possible.
They try to bill that out so they can get that portion of the money
100%.
without any discount whatsoever, which is, in my opinion,
so when
just
you go in, do you have to tell them when they ask you, do you have any insurance? Do you have to tell them about your MedPay?
Well, you're not sworn under oath.
Yeah, I think the better course of action is when you go to the hospital following an accident, you give them your health insurance and nothing else. And then let everything else work itself out. There are hospitals that actually hire people.
Will they actually ask if you have MedPay?
They give you the shakedown.
There's a hospital here in town that will actually sit you down and do a video conference with somebody that's going to do the ultimate shakedown of figuring out every single insurance policy you have. I've heard about it. It's a video call where they sit you down and do it, and it's the same one that your daughter went to that we're talking about with these outrageous MRI and CAT scan bills. And it's crazy.
And just speaking of the outrageous bills, remember, it wasn't long ago they passed legislation that said a hospital had to have menu items and prices up there.
And they never enforced it.
But there's absolutely zero enforcement.
Right.
Well, what happens if they break it? Well, nothing. I love that. Who do we got?
So you're going to do discount path. I'm going to do the art of granite, and let's the guaranteed lowest prices. Let's emphasize that. I have to be religious because of all these little short things I have in house. If you've noticed, I've been doing them quite regularly because I made them very short. I don't do many.
Oh, you got a full K&H till January. Now that I'm thinking of it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just use it for something else.
That's right.
They're always gone November.
I will do that. I will do that. Hey, you want the guaranteed best prices when you do anything, especially countertops, and you get that with theartofgranite.com. I love the guaranteed lowest price club, the guaranteed best value club. I love the Art of Granite. Whether it be granite, natural stone, or man-made materials, you get the best deals. They want you to check them out at theartofgranite.com or go on Facebook, Art of Granite. That's in Golden, the Art of Granite, Golden. 303-386-5919. Tear out and haul away's free. Wholesale on all countertop materials. And any material is wholesale. 303-386-5919.
And speaking of the Art of Granite, they did such a great job at our house numerous different times. I love Mitch. In fact, Susanna and I went down to their showroom not long ago. They expanded it, Tom. They got slabs everywhere now. I don't care if it's quartz granite. You got to get out there and see it. The other company I absolutely love and I am using right now is Discount Bath. These guys can do any bathroom project, and that's all they do. They don't pretend to be the kitchen guy or the basement guy or the lawn guy. They do one thing, and they do it great, and they do it at a discount price. DiscountBath.com. They're going to come out, give you all the ideas. No strong arm tactics. You're going to love dealing with them. Good, honest people with the best pricing. DiscountBath.com. Yeah, I'm going to drive out to Shadron this time. So by the time I leave Franktown, I go to the airport, I park, I got to get the shuttle over, then I got to walk. These little flights out of DIA, they're in you can't get any further. I'm pretty sure after I get out of the tunnel, I'm in Commerce City, and that's where you get on the plane. Then you got to wait. It takes off, it lands in Shadron, then I got to have someone come pick me up because there's no Ubers there. I mean, it's ridiculous. No taxis, no Ubers, no transportation. So my point is, it takes about 4 hours no matter what. Driving it is 4 hours and 20 minutes. So I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to drive it.
Hey, I have a question for you guys. My former neighbor's wife passed away recently in a crash. He does not know her Apple iPhone password.
Good luck.
Oh.
There is a provision I've found that says you can get a court order and Apple will actually open it up. But
does he have her Apple ID? Her regular Apple ID?
I assume that he does because it's probably her email. You know,
he can use her regular Apple ID to reset it.
But only if he has the password for it, right?
For her Apple ID, not for the phone. I mean, if you have the Apple ID is a whole separate account than the phone. Right. So you can use the Apple ID to reset the phone password is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But if you don't have either,
there is reference online that you can get a court order, but he's like, well, we have everything in the trust. But it seems like most people that have trust have a residual pour over will that says anything not covered by the trust rolls over into the surviving spouse, right? So would he be able to open up a probate for that limited issue and to say that there's no other assets, but I need a court
We should
order?
ask our guy. I mean, he's going to know.
Yeah. I would really like to discuss that with somebody if we could.
Now, it says here, option if your spouse has designated you as a legacy contact.
They didn't.
They didn't.
And that's not a bad thing to do, but it doesn't give you...
You need a copy of a death certificate, a court order that names you as a legal personal rep with lawful consent.
But the benefit, well, it is, but you have to open a probate because if he's got everything in a trust, there's no probate.
Maybe Dan's actually done this.
Every freaking thing you can imagine. Accounts, passwords, credit cards.
Tell her who to get on.
Yeah. I bet Mackenzie's dealt with this because I know I feel like this is deja vu. We've had this conversation.
You had it someone called last week with that
same question?
Same identical question.
What was the answer?
I didn't listen. My answer was give the password in.
Now, wait a minute, though. This is interesting. This has important considerations. Device passcode versus Apple account. This is kind of where you were going. Apple's procedures may grant access to data stored on the iCloud, but they cannot bypass the passcode lock.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255.
You know, John brought up something so interesting during the break. He's trying to help a neighbor out whose spouse died.
Right.
And they had an iPhone, and they have a trust, and they can't get into the iPhone. I'm curious, what are they trying to get in for? Do they need to get into the device
on the
or
iPhone.
onto the cloud?
Yeah. So I don't know for sure, but according to my friend, everything. Credit cards, payments, contacts, passwords, to get into these accounts, everything was on. And apparently, she would store in the notes section of her phone some of these important logins and passwords and stuff like that.
So she didn't have, well, I hate to put it this way, but a drop dead list.
I have a drop dead list.
Not saying that, it was the smartest way to do it, but she's like a lot of people. You don't think, and then something bad happens. And now everything's stuck on an iPhone that he can't get into.
Let's talk to Dan McKenzie. He is our expert on estate planning, wills, probate, all of it. Hey, Dan, have you ever had a case where a husband or a wife did not have the password for their spouse's Apple iPhone and they had to get into it?
I have not personally had a case, but it's a very hot issue that is now frequently addressed in documents. But the challenge is that all these companies, Google, Apple, Microsoft, they all have kind of their own policies for dealing with this, but there are some state laws. Colorado has enacted a law. The challenge is, of course, they're all in California or Washington or wherever they are. So
right.
There are laws saying who can access this information after someone's passed away.
Right. Hey, Dan, this is John Fuller. Okay, I've got a quick question for you. So there apparently is some support for the idea that with a court order, Apple will help unlock the phone for this spouse, assuming he's the legitimate spouse with a death certificate and all that stuff. But his response to me about that was, well, John, everything's in a trust. We don't have, a will necessarily. But it seems to me that most everybody that has a trust will have a pour-over will that says anything that wasn't in the trust would automatically go to the surviving spouse. But assuming there is that, could he go and open up a probate matter just for that limited purpose of saying, I am the surviving spouse, I need a court order ordering Apple to open up the iPhone for me? Is that something that he could do on his own, or does that create other problems?
I'm not aware of a way to do just a limited probate to one issue, but as a surviving spouse, I don't know that there'd be any other beneficiaries involved, no creditor issues usually, so it'd probably be a pretty simple probate anyway. We'd have to look at, figure out, are there any other concerns that someone would have to be alerted to something?
In other words, if he had a trust already and all of that, it would be a simple probate no matter what, even if he had to include that, right?
Yeah, usually, if nothing's going through the probate, even if there are other people out there like creditors or other beneficiaries that would have a right to know about what's going on, what's going through this probate process, it's just this Apple ID concern. So it's not like there's property or anything like that.
So it wouldn't open the door to other people?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Interesting.
But you've never dealt with it personally, and what do you advise? Well, I know what I advise, just a simple list where you both have access to it. But
with Apple, you designate a person.
Yeah, Dan, what are you doing as far as passwords and usernames and all of that when you do your estate planning? Dan, by the way, is helping me out right now because, obviously I face mortality right in the face. Believe it or not, I didn't have an estate plan, not an estate plan. And, I'm facing cancer for the past year. But Dan, what do you do as far as electronic or digital access? What do you do? Do you advise a master list or what?
Well, so all of our documents, our wills, our trusts, our powers of attorney, all specifically mention that the agent, the trustee, the personal rep, all can access digital assets. And so, at least giving that person an argument. It is a bit of a challenge, just like all this estate administration stuff. It's like you're dealing with banks and investment places. They all have their own lawyers and their own processes and procedures, so there can be a little bit of back and forth. But having that, if the trust that this person has might say something in there about digital assets, depending on how recently they've done it. So that's the language to look for. It doesn't, it might not say the Apple or the password or something like that. It might be the language that's a little bit more.
But giving access, you still have to have the information.
You got to know where to go. Yeah.
Right. So is it possible to have like a law firm which actually has custody of this stuff and upon a death certificate can release it to the heir? Is that or do you name another trustee or how do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, people are coming up with technological solutions to these things that are pretty good. So if you use a password manager, like a LastPass or OnePass, like they let you designate who could get in there.
Okay.
We use a third-party document storage service that will let you store anything, frankly. So their primary purpose is medical stuff, but they'll let you store other things. So you could store a password list. The challenge with something like that, or what you just described, is like you got to keep it up to date. I mean, we're all forced to change our passwords constantly. Are you going to keep updating them? So, a password manager, I think, is something that the computer people are all recommending anyway, and that could be a big advantage to that as well.
Can you imagine if you had a big crypto account and you passed away? I mean, that's crazy.
The assets that have been lost to that, I think,
that's why
the amount of Bitcoin out there is totally unaccessible.
That's why crypto's so weird. Literally, there's all this money floating that will never be taken.
Right.
There's no bank to go to. There's no person to talk. I mean, that's the whole point. You've gone off the grid with crypto. So, yeah.
I don't even know how you prove you have it. It's so bizarre.
No, that's why Dan is all for. I'm hearing Dan say you need a list. You need to have it custodied somewhere. And then you need to grant access to it.
Or like you just use capital P password for everything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
With the zero. PASSW0RD, yeah.
I think that's the issue with this gentleman is that he doesn't know what he doesn't know. I mean, he just knows that everything was on her phone, and now it's entirely locked up. Yeah. And so he's, like a lot of couples, these are elderly people. The one side does all the money, and the other side does all the whatever, and so he's just in the dark as far as this stuff. Now, it'll eventually, I was like, they're going to come knocking on your door eventually with these accounts and stuff. But, I mean, it's a huge issue.
I've talked to Dan before about life insurance companies. Someone might have, something from a past employer where they have maybe a $30,000 death coverage or something, and no one knows about it. By the way, those people never come to you and go, here's your 30 grand.
Hey, he just wanted
By the way, Dan McKenzie, you can reach him for any of these topics or for estate planning, wills, probate, trusts at 833-CO-PLANS. Again, I'm using him. We refer him to a lot of people. I know some of my deputies have used him. Dan McKenzie, McKenzie Law, COPLANS.co, 833-CO-PLANS.
John, I remember when that call came. Yeah. Because I thought I was driving. I said, why don't the guy take it down to Manual High School and get the first kid that walks out of there? And he'd get into it, or something.
It's crazy. Yeah. Get into an iPhone.
It even made my wife and I, we think we're pretty on top of shit, but then we started talking and we're like, well, shit, as many times as you have to change passwords and stuff,
keeping it updated is tough.
Months can go by and none of your crap's the same password, you know? So, it's a real mess.
The biometrics to me is the best, but not everything has it yet. And then occasionally with biometrics, you got to redo it.
Go to the coroner's office. Can I just
right now? You can get a fixed rate mortgage for 5 years. Wait till the dust settles, but you can get $4.99 or below from U.S. Mortgages. Yeah, my friend Dan Szymanski at David Szymanski at U.S. Mortgages. David has stood the test of time of 30 years running U.S. Mortgages, and he can help you find a loan. He goes out and shops the marketplace for the best rates and the best terms. And right now, a 5-year fixed rate to get you set for the next 5 years, at least $4.99 or below. And he'll refinance you with the Guaranteed for Life program, guaranteed lowest rate for life, where you are refinanced free of charge if rates move by just 0.5%. 303 low rate. Get your guaranteed low rate for life plus $4.99 for the next 5 years. 303 low rate or usmloan.com. That's usmloan.com. No matter what rates do, my friend David Szymanski at U.S. Mortgages will take care of you. 303 low rate. Hey, Fix It 24/7 wants to be your company with the guaranteed lowest price anywhere for a complete refurbishment of your furnace. Fix It 24/7 with the extreme clean, tune, and check of your furnace right now, give them a call. Just $39 if you've never had it done. They'll go through each and every nook and cranny of that furnace and make sure it's running tip-top before the real cold comes. FixMyHome.com. Book now. That's 720-526-3939. FixMyHome.com. Book now. Hey, Sheridan Auto Tech will take care of your used car before it has problems. You know why? Because they do pre-buy inspections on used cars. So if you're looking to buy a car, check them out at SheridanAutoTech.com. Of course, they can also do your regular maintenance and repairs, major or minor, and they do it with great value. They do it with honesty, integrity, and convenience on Colfax, west of Wadsworth. SheridanAutoTech.com. 303-455-7242. That's 455-7242.
Yeah, I don't even think police departments can get into phones.
Hell no, they don't know shit.
The FBI was sending them over to Israel. They're the best. I mean, no one's better than them. But think about that. Our own FBI had to send iPhones to fucking Israel.
Even with subpoenas, Apple was like, buy it.
Yeah.
And Israel sent them back with a little explosives in them.
Like the pagers and stuff.
Yeah.
That was great. The best ever. And they got them twice. They got them with the pagers, and then what was the other one? They got them twice. The pagers flew up on their hips.
I think it was cell phones or something.
It was cell phones. It was cell phones.
I would answer the damn phone after that.
I bet you they switched.
Me wearing a pager. No, thank you.
I would think anybody just wearing a pager is sketchy.
Exactly. I need a little assistant to carry around the pager, you know, let that guy. He can tell me when somebody's trying to hold him.
They got a place in Vegas. You go and you eat in 100% darkness.
Is that the same last name as
You can't see jack shit, not a shred of lights. You don't even know what you're eating.
Yeah. Wow.
I won't do it.
What the hell is it?
I have no idea. I won't do it. If
What are you talking about?
I'm afraid I'll eat something that I'd never eat.
Yeah.
It could be a lot of things.
Take that in a whole bunch of directions.
Yeah, exactly.
What is he talking about?
There's a place in Vegas you can go and you eat in 100% darkness. I mean, not a shred of light.
Oh shit! And do you know what you're eating?
You don't know what you're eating.
You can feel it, right?
I won't do it. I had no idea. Suzanne was showing it to me. I was like, no way.
I wonder if you have it bring your food.
So they order for you?
They could feed you a worm. And you wouldn't.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that. But what do they, like, you order shit and just eat it?
It's like a 4-course, 5-course dinner.
Oh, it's all
just served
preset.
to you. Yeah,
Okay.
it's whatever it is. I'll get the name of
I would
it.
have crap all over my shirt.
That's the other, yeah.
I look like
I
a
bet
mess,
there's no
you know?
soup.
You'd be knocking over the water glasses.
It's called blackout dining.
Yeah, I did. But
DineBlackout.com. It's a unique experience.
Yep.
It ain't cheap either.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So I got this, I'm going to summarize it. This one person found out that their home, now we had a call on this, where the guy said his home was sold out from under him. Remember that?
Yeah, but that was a sketchy call.
Why do you think?
Well, because the guy called us 10 years later.
Well,
It made no sense.
I just don't think he knew what he was doing, and he was living there until he wasn't, and then he decided.
But unlike, it wasn't fraudulent. Well, okay, I mean, according to him, his neighbor had him sign something, and apparently that was a quitclaim or something at some point
in 2002.
Yeah, but that's a lot different than like someone just right out of the blue, you never sign anything, and somehow they get a notary or someone to notarize someone else's signature. That's like a full-blown scam. I realize talking an old guy into signing a quitclaim, but it is a little different. Would you agree?
No, I know what you're saying, rather than at random. But I wanted to talk about this service available where you don't need title lock. I'm not saying it's a bad service, but you don't need it. We'll talk about that coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, along with your problems, questions, and complaints. 303-713-TALK.
You get drunk in the dark, too, it looks like.
Well, that's just.
I wonder if you
that's
could jump
just
faster.
Opens up all kinds of possibilities.
I love when people go, it says voted best restaurant and top things to do in Las Vegas. By who? Who voted this? Who's gone to this?
Perfect for family get-togethers. No, it isn't.
No, it's not. No way.
Wedding parties.
There's probably no children allowed.
I would think not, because somebody's going to get sampled.
The waiters have night visions on, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a video of everybody in there eating. It's wacko.
And it's
how many
really dark,
wine
not
glasses
just
are you
gin.
going to knock over in a meal? You know?
A lot. How about when you got to get up to use the restroom? How's that work? I guess you hold on to your waiter. There's a lot. John needs to set up a billboard. You got to set up a billboard right outside of Blackout Dining. How about the Blackout driving experience?
The health reports I did. I never talked about the food itself.
Oh, you never talked about food?
No, I never did.
It just does not. This would not entertain me at all.
Named one of the top restaurants in Las Vegas in 2018 and 2019.
But it doesn't say by who.
But one of the top. Like the top what?
American Blind Society.
It's just so bullshit.
So, Mark, tomorrow I need you to start here, and then I'll come in.
Okay. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like, okay, named one of the best talk show hosts ever. That's it. You end it right there. Not by any. It doesn't matter. It can be by his own dog.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, if the pool is big enough, I got to be on the top end of 50%. That's one of the best, right?
That is definitely it. One of the best.
But they're arresting a shoplifter. I can't believe it.
It was a chase.
He's probably going to get sued.
Whatever happened with all that shoplifting? Does that still go on?
Holes are still open in Virginia and New Jersey.
A lot of people, like Walmart, Target, a lot of the people now, they'll bring cops in, and the cops will arrest them right there on the spot. They have the ability to do it. It's kind of funny how these big retailers had to deal with, like, literally shoplifting. Like, it's so fucking crazy to think about. Like, just let them go. You can't tackle them. You can't do anything, or else you get fired.
Or do you have to go downstairs?
No.
Trees are working. I didn't know.
This floor is working.
We're all working now.
What's all this 6-7 stuff?
Don't even worry about it.
What are you talking about?
No.
Before it matters. What was the word of the
word of the year?
dictionary? Yeah.
What is?
6-7.
6-7.
What does that mean?
Whatever. I guess. Yeah, don't worry about like whatever.
Like the number 6-7?
Yeah. That means
The fuck's it mean?
I don't
Seriously.
care.
Yeah. Kids are saying in school to their teachers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of an either-or kind of thing. But apparently it's already so far on the outs that it isn't going to matter. So just don't even worry about it. I will not be incorporating it into my lexicon.
Not to your final statements?
Generation Alpha and younger teens, that it's intentionally nonsensical.
There you go. That means I don't care.
67, man. 67.
I think it's just 6-7.
6-7. All right.
Say it right. Come on.
What do you say? 67?
6-7.
6-7, not 67. You sure about that?
Yep.
Well, I'm hipper, man. I'm 67.
Too shy of 6.
We got to come up. Let's go. 374. Yeah, you know what that means? Fuck you. 374.
That one must have escaped me, too.
How do we get that caught on?
You're in the media. It'd be easy.
374.
Start it, man. Start it. We'll all be we all saw it begin right here.
Right here.
Lonely little studio in Denver, Colorado.
I actually did coin the phrase.
Oh, who knew?
No one knew.
Did you trademark it?
No.
Can you prove it?
I just wanted it to spread. I'm actually going to put in here who
You
coined
just put it out there for the world to
phrase.
run with it.
To accept.
Yeah.
I wonder if there is an answer. Who coined the phrase? It says no single person is credited. Well, no shit.
You need to let them know.
16th century. First documented in 1948, it says here, though.
I think you might be telling a story about coining that phrase.
Yeah.
I thought I coined the phrase nastygram.
Oh.
God, I've heard that my whole life, a nastygram.
Well, that's because I did it long before you were ever around.
How do you argue with that?
If we didn't go to court, the captain would give you a
nastygram
notice. Yeah. So I said, "Oh, here comes the nastygram."
He thinks he coined the phrase nastygram.
Who? Me?
Bullshit.
Well, geez, can't you support?
How do we know he didn't?
Yeah.
Fuck all of you. You never said that.
This was like in 73.
I can say that now. I can say fuck all of you.
374.
I feel so free after having a brush with death. I can say fuck you.
Well, you just can't say it when the red light's on.
I said that to Stephanie. Fuck, Stephanie, I can say fuck you now.
I'm sure she loved that.
Oh my God.
I quit cussing like,
I don't cuss at all anymore, except when I'm around Mark.
Well, the chat room heard us talking about 6-7. How does it equate to whole?
Yesterday, calls were jammed. Today, it's amazing. It's just amazing. I can't figure it out.
Over on KOA.
Yeah. Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Major Marc Mager, what's on your mind?
Election day, man. I told you that 2 hours ago.
Tell me what you think is going on.
I think
Will
New Jersey.
it be a barometer on how people feel about Trump?
I think New Jersey has the best chance of going red out of the ones going on right now. New York, I can't imagine the socialist doesn't win. I just can't imagine. He's way too high.
He's
Colorado.
Communist.
So right here in Colorado, I would say a couple things. One, I think the 950 gazillion billion jillion is going to fly through.
What?
Oh, I bet over the last
vibrant bill.
Yeah, the last big one was like 500 million, and it had like 75%. They just vote for it. It's going to fly through. I bet 65 to 70%, and Mikey will get his new money.
Well, it's without raising taxes.
Well, one of the things on the ballot actually does raise taxes.
Did you just say bull whatever?
Oh, no, you're talking the extension.
Oh, crap.
You're talking the extension. There was two on there. One actually does raise taxes for people making over $300,000, a new tax on them. The one you're referring to is they're taking something that has already been happening and extending it out, which is raising taxes. But
exactly.
But it's, I guess, technically, according to people is not.
It's keeping a tax that was supposed to expire longer.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it is.
That's right.
So
but
it's
not raising new tax.
Yeah, it's not a new tax, but they're raising new taxes from old taxes.
Don't you wish? Don't you wish we would all just be honest with each other?
No.
Come on. That's why.
Well, of course,
that's
I wish
why
that.
That's why Mark and I started.
Politicians in general, they have to lie. What else are they going to do? Honestly, they're going to lie.
All of them.
Every damn single one of them. How does someone seriously? And I mean this. And I'm gonna pick on Nancy Pelosi. How do you go with like $500,000 and all of a sudden be worth 60, 70 million when you make 150 or 200,000 here? The biggest one is AOC. AOC couldn't even pay her rent not long ago.
Bartender.
Yeah, she was a bartender. Now she's worth millions of dollars. Same with the Republicans.
She wasn't a bartender.
Yeah, she was. She absolutely was.
Absolutely, she was.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
But that was gazillion years ago.
No, like right before she got
She
elected.
ain't that old.
That was a long time ago, though. Hasn't she been in
time ago.
Congress?
She's like 35 or something.
Yeah, she didn't get elected when she was
I
8.
thought you were talking about Pelosi. Oh, you're talking about AOC.
No, Pelosi's a walking...
Okay, AOC.
She's a bag of bones.
AOC, that woman... How the hell did she? Well, when you think about it, it's a small group of people. It's not the nation voting for her. It's her representative.
Well, look who they're voting for right now in New York. I mean, yeah. I mean, what's the difference? Seriously, though, and I've said this before, I do vote with my wallet. If I didn't make any money and didn't want a job and I wanted free health care and food, I'd vote Democrat all day. I would. I swear to God. That is no BS. I definitely vote with my wallet and my principles.
Mark, but you also care about what happens to the country, for God's sake. You're not just going to vote for...
If I had kids and didn't have a job, and let's even go further, I'm in a wheelchair or something, and I have kids and don't have a job, I'd want my SNAP benefits, I'd want my health care, I'd want everything. So it's just the way it is. What are you looking at, John?
I don't know. I mean, I tend to go the same way you do. I vote with my wallet. Most every bond issue that's out there gets a no vote every single time.
Me too.
Find
more taxes.
Find a way to work within the budget that you have. That's what every single household in the state and the country has to do. Why it's like voting yourself a pay raise. And it's
crazy.
It's ridiculous. And it's like, without raising new taxes, it's just code for raising new taxes.
I know.
Every single time.
Think of Obamacare. Who doesn't have to participate in Obamacare? The people that voted for the damn thing.
That's like the whole
says
shutdown thing. They're saying, well, we're gonna hold the country hostage here until you undo the modifications to the ACA subsidies that were done in the big beautiful bill. Well, that's elections have consequences. How many times do we hear that? They voted through the normal process, this big beautiful bill, whatever you want to call it. I hate that term, but nonetheless, that went through the process and was enacted into law. You can't now come back and unring the bell.
It's stupid.
Because it's politically expedient to try to hold the country hostage. Why nobody can see that is beyond me, but it's crazy. Call things what they are and get things done.
By the way, AOC is one of the people, one of the few Democrats that openly endorsed.
One of the only. Everybody else is scared of it. Like Hakeem Jeffries yesterday, I said, are you endorsing
everything
him?
but
it's
using
like
the word.
1,000 words of saying, no, I'm not going to actually endorse him, but of course we endorse him. We hope he gets elected. I just don't want my name associated with what's going to be a colossal failure in the next go-around. But they own this guy. They absolutely own him. AOC and Bernie and all the rest of them, they own the Mondami experiment. And that's what it is. And it's going to fail miserably, as is Seattle.
I actually go back to Biden, though. The way he opened the border up and my God, he did everything but hand out free candy coming over. There was a reason they were doing that. I mean, the whole damn party does want socialism. Right. They honest to God do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
they don't want to admit it.
There. Socialism is more than just your pocketbook. There's a whole philosophy of socialism.
Yes, but if I didn't have a job and I was hungry, once again, that's who I vote
but
for.
It creates the beneficiary class. That's a self-perpetuating, electorate right there.
Exactly.
As is everything else that's going to be going on. I mean, listen, the
rich get to stay in power forever if the poor are given scraps.
Right.
By the way, this person heard our discussion yesterday or the other day where this guy's house was stolen. This is another one where this truly was done. He says he doesn't recall what happened, and police are saying it's a civil matter, but he found out his taxes were overdue. When he went down, he found out he wasn't the registered owner. An LLC he never heard of took it over. He checked online, and there's a deed recorded showing he sold it for $10 a few years ago. The deed even was notarized, but he doesn't recognize any part of it. Now the LLC has filed eviction papers claiming they bought the home legitimately. And again, he's fighting this. But this is not as hard to fight anymore as it used to be. First of all, he needs to file an affidavit of fraud. Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
But what is that? I'm going to go back to this. What the hell does that mean? So if I talk Tom into signing over his house to me and he legitimately signs it, is that fraud?
But he didn't sign it. He's saying he never signed it.
I think our caller said he did sign it.
No, the caller did sign it, but he was tricked. But there is fraud in the inducement, right, John?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. How do you go back,
that?
first of all, 10 years? But how do you even go back 1 year and prove, he pressured me into signing it?
Let's take that one guy after I take Chris. Because that one guy, I believe him, Mark. I truly believe he lost his home.
But it was 10 years ago.
No, I know. I will go talk about
he waited
Chris.
10 years?
I think the statute of fraud, statute of limitations, everything.
All of it. What's going on, Chris? What's happening?
Have you ever heard of V as in Victor, AU, Visa Account Updater?
No, and it's sounding a lot like fraud to me. Tell me what it is.
Well,
if you have a card, if you have a credit card that you pay, for example, Hulu, so you have a monthly reoccurring, okay?
Okay.
And it goes out of date.
Right.
So it expires. Hulu will go to the bank and get another expiration, so it doesn't expire. They keep billing you. That's all.
Why do they keep They keep telling me to go in and renew my card. I have to because I pay with virtual cards. So my one will tell me.
I'm just telling you, there's people, and Hulu happens to be one of them, that automatically. But there's a lot of them. I'm sure Netflix, I'm sure all of them are the same.
But Hulu specifically is one that told me my card is expiring. Well, I had to go in and update.
You have to belong to this plan.
Oh, okay.
So you have the option as a company or whomever, a bank, whatever, to belong to this Visa Account Updater.
Got it. So what is your question about it?
Well, here's the problem. I had a fraud alert in late July, and I was out of town. I connected with my bank. I knew who the company was. Thank God they had declined, and we got it all squared away. They were going to send me a new card.
You didn't tell me the fraudulent part yet. You just said you were part of this updating service.
Well, that comes into play later. I didn't know about the updater at the time.
Okay.
And so, then early August, same company, same $119.
Well, what is the company and what's it for?
Yeah,
sometimes the credit card company will give the new number to the fraudulent billing company.
Probably did.
You remember Kaspersky?
Happened to me.
Kaspersky, what the hell's that? Is it a restaurant?
It's
an antivirus?
Like
Norton
360 or something.
Okay.
Software.
And during the Biden administration, they decided because it's Russian that they were banning it. I had it for probably 8 years on my desktop and never had a problem.
Millions of people in this country have used it. The bottom line, it was banned. Kaspersky gave
It was banned.
all of their customer information to another company called Ultra AV, who is headquartered in Massachusetts.
What's happening to you? Let's get to that part. What is happening to you? Because what you're talking about, we don't know anything about. So what are you calling about? Like,
so
what is
I
happening?
got a fraud alert in late July.
A fraud alert saying what? That your card was hacked?
That there was a company that was trying to charge me, put a charge against my credit card.
Okay.
And it turned out to be this Ultra AV company that used to be Kaspersky. Okay?
Okay.
I never did business with these people.
Okay, got it.
They hijacked my computer and millions of others and loaded their software. I took it out. I had many phone calls and emails with these people and told them I'd own them if they didn't stay out of my life.
Okay, so what happened then?
So, in late July, I get the alert from my bank, and they blocked my account. They said when I get back into town, they'll send me a new card. I get back into town. Within less than a week that I'm in town.
And then they gave those people that new information.
Exactly.
Okay, so what did you do then?
So you're talking over each other. What?
So what did you do then?
So I called my bank after the second time when they said, oh, yeah, now the new card has fraud on it. So we're going to block that one and send you a third card in 3 months.
And what happened?
And I said, why is this happening? Because I spent time with one of the people at the bank who told me that between the time on the second transaction, it was less than a second when this company went from my old card to my new
Well,
card.
no, they didn't go from your old card to your new card. It's automatic.
Yes, they did.
It's automatic.
Yes, they did, Tom.
It's automatic. When you change your credit card number, this is what people don't understand. When you change your credit card number and get a new credit card, all of the old transactions are honored. They really are. If you have a pre-existing arrangement, they're all honored. You're the one that has to stop them. So really, this is a secret in the credit card industry they don't tell you. If you want to stop fraudulent charges, you have to do more than just get a new card. You have to get a new account. You literally have to shut down the account. I swear to God, you don't know this, but it happens. Sometimes, because if they show they had a pre-existing relationship with you, the credit card company will allow them to access the new card. But if you get a new account, they will not access the new account. But it's done automatically. It's electronically. They don't monitor your card and say, oh, Chris just got a new card. Let's attach it. They just don't do that. But we got to take a break. When we come back, I want to know specifically what we need to do. She's making no sense to me whatsoever.
Well, I had the exact same thing happen. I had a fraudulent company trying to bill. Chase issued me a brand new card. Within an hour, the fraudulent company billed again. So I called back Chase, and it's like, dude, what's going on? And they're like, oh, we gave them the new number.
I know they do.
And it's like, automatic. Okay, well, then don't freaking do that. Issue me a third card. And they did, and that company never came back.
The way they do it, though, the reason they do it is some of transactions on your card are single transactions.
Right.
Others are
they had
going
recurring. Those recurring transactions.
And if they call it a recurring transaction, even if they're lying, your card will honor it.
Yes.
Yep. My card didn't. They blocked it twice, but then they issued the third card and did not give them the new number, and they never came back again.
You can, like Amex and Capital One will allow you to block a particular company.
Mine, I tried that. They wouldn't let me do that one time. I said, I want to block this company. All right, let's talk about Vestera Turnkey. Being a landlord without the convention or hassles, what they do is they help you in a market. where the upside equity potential is high, and they find a home for you to buy, for you to become a landlord. They help you rent it out. They help you manage it. They help you in every step of the way. And you become a landlord. You can make fantastic returns. Now, let me tell you something. They're going to have a seminar, Barry Miller, and I'll be there too, to introduce this system to you. And it's going to be on the 15th of the month. And on the 15th of the month, you will be privy to all of the information on exactly how it's done. So go to mybiggestreturn.com to find out more. mybiggestreturn.com. All right, I want to tell you about a company, my company, Wave 8 Wealth Management. If you want personal attention to your portfolio, if you want my team, as they've been doing for me, to manage your investments, not to farm it off to some large investor somewhere else, but if you want personalized information for you, if you want us to overlook everything that you do and to be careful about it and to consult you about it and to be mindful about it, then I want you to call us at 303-771-HELP for a free review. We will show you how the industry does not serve you and how they really simply make what's called middleman fees for farming out your investments. Direct investment management. That's wave8capital.com, 303-771-HELP, 771-4357.
It is free movie time. I'm not kidding. Things in life can still be free. I want you to Google the baby boomer dilemma. Go ahead and Google it right now and check out the movie. It's an expose of America's retirement experiment. It's a great movie. AMC 16 in Southlands. That's in Aurora. Tickets are 100% free, but you got to get signed up. Suzanne and I will be out there. In fact, popcorn concessions are provided. It's going to be Thursday, November 13th. It's coming up next week, Thursday, November 13th at 6:30, AMC Highlands in Southlands. Once again, free tickets. Get signed up at mymoneymovie.com. That's mymoneymovie.com. I'll get it. I've repaired it.
I've seen that thing called 10 times over the years.
I'm getting it. Okay, long.
I said, I bet I've seen that particular mic called 10 times.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Because Mark's like,
Yeah, and I think Michael Brown set Tom up today.
I lost all my, I couldn't think.
Well, it didn't matter because it was not plugged up. So there was nothing for that little Puma.
Did any parts fall on the floor?
Do you have a screwdriver and a knife?
I have a knife, but you can't use it to. No. I have.
It's going to be just a blaze, man. You got a Phillips? Yeah. Here we go. Yep, you got it. You got to do that first. That's always what we got. Get it tight. Yeah, well, you can't. It's not. I know. You can only get it as good as you can. You don't have a fucking Phillips. No.
I don't think I have that screwdriver. Fucking Phillips. There's a flathead, a Phillips, and a fucking Phillips.
What they call it. I put that one on first. Yeah, I guess it don't matter really. I think Brown undoes it. Why? I think either Brown or Dragon just to do it undo it. Jesus Christ, this is terrible. You don't know what you're talking about. The thing's been broken. No, with the whole mic, all of these mics, it's a bad system. It's just a bad system. Look, you want to give me these. Well, even a little Loctite might help.
They must just periodically get.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing to do it or something.
No, the threads aren't tight. So when you're manhandling it, it sometimes just drops a whole thread. It just needs new hardware. That's all it needs.
Keep their hands off their mic.
Honey?
No way, not like
Seriously, I put honey on.
Then you're fucking crazy. Don't go near my airplane.
What's holding that prop on? Honey.
Honey. I'm talking about.
I just had to put Loctite on when I switched over my tractor into winter mode. I gotta redo Loctite every year. I love my snow thrower though. I really do. I don't mind getting out there. When it's under 0, it fucking sucks. But
You have the one I had, the John Deere.
I have a John Deere 3-cylinder diesel.
Is it on the front?
Cab, right?
I do not. Well, actually, I have a cab. I've never put it on. I literally have a cab,
I love the cab.
and I've never put it on.
My Bobcat had heat and stereo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but you were in Wyoming, right?
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hey, Tom Martino here, your troubleshooter. I want to apologize because I had a technical difficulty with my mic, and I sounded like I was an idiot. So I wanted to just recap that. I'm not an idiot.
That thing falls all the time.
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure Dragon sneaks in and loosens it.
So the two things I was trying to tell you is Vestera Turnkey will have a seminar about becoming a landlord without the risks and hassles, mybiggestrureturn.com. So go to mybiggestrureturn.com. And then I was telling you about my company, Wave 8 Capital. That's the number 8, wave8capital.com. We'll do a free review of all of your finances. And truly, and I mean this sincerely, I pledge to you that your money will be invested right alongside mine, as it has been, as I've been doing for the last 8 to 10 years, and now we've made it open to the public, wave8capital.com. Now, Chris was telling us before the break that she had a credit card that was hacked, or there was a fraudulent charge. This happens to all of us. In fact, John Fuller was telling us it happened to him. Deputy Dollar said it happened to him. It happened to me. Where what happens is, if you get a new card, they'll hop right on your new card again. How do they do that? They tell the credit card company they are a recurring transaction, and the credit card company will let it go through to the new card. The only way to stop it is for you to tell the credit card company, this is not a recurring charge. Do not do it again. So where do we stand with that transaction and your card? Are they charging you or not?
No. But here's the deal. They're the ones that gave, my bank is the one that gave me the alert that it was a fraud, because they are not a recurring transaction on my account.
No.
John, talk to us. This happened to you, right?
Yeah, the same thing happened to me, and they replaced the card, and the very next day they gave the fraudulent company the new credit card number, and they tried to bill it again. But so I merely told the credit card company, do not give the new number to this particular vendor. They issued another card the next day, and lo and behold, they never billed again, and I never heard from them again.
Yeah,
Simple
you could
as that.
generally put a block on a particular person.
Yeah, it was
Or-
easy.
or creditor,
It
yeah.
was
Yeah.
easy. All I had to do was get 2 credit cards in 3 days, and the problem was solved.
Well, that's not what happened to me, John Fuller.
What happened?
Well, Chris,
So
no
what
matter
hap-
what
so-
happened to you, where does it stand today? Just tell us why you're calling. Because you can get the charge
to
removed.
alert everybody out there about this Visa problem.
Okay, so did
that
you?
I was never made aware of. I was never made aware of whether I could opt in or opt out.
Did they eventually get it through and steal your money?
No.
Okay, so whatever happened to you was just the same thing that happened to me,
Yeah.
except that I instructed the card to not do it again, and they didn't. So problem solved.
Okay.
Chris, we understand you're upset, and
Yeah, I
we
get
would
it.
be too. We get it.
You need to know that I've been with the same bank for 50 years.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
USAA Bank.
okay.
And well, a lot of this is Visa and
MasterCard, though.
So what is the message you want to get out to everyone,
The
Chris?
message is that everybody needs to know about this Visa account updater program.
You know, I just want to take the other side to this real quick, and not for the fraudulent company by any means, but I don't want to have to go in every year and update Hulu and update Netflix and update all that stuff.
That's on you. I choose.
It's not every year, Mark, by the way. They go out.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to miss payments because I have to go back in and update everything. I just don't.
Chris, we're getting the message, and we really do thank you. By the way, Mark, what I do is I wait until I get a notice that says update your payment information, and I update it. But I get what you're saying.
That's on you.
Now, here somebody wants to know something. Okay. Somebody wants to know if your URL has been hijacked. What URL are they talking about? Is referral list working? Is that someone else says, Tom, all you have to do to get access to an iPhone is have someone call the iPhone. When you answer it, you're open. The iPhone is open to you.
Oh, wow. I can't believe after all these years I didn't know that, and Apple didn't know of that security leak. That's crazy.
Why is someone telling me this? They're saying all you have to do is have somebody call the phone. You be there to answer it. As soon as you answer it, you're in the phone.
Yeah, of course.
Is that true or not, Mark? I mean, I don't know.
My God. Come on, Tom.
Okay. If I give you my phone.
I can't believe we're going to have this experiment.
No, my phone is locked.
Okay.
So if I give it to you, you can get access to my phone. Call my phone, Chopper. Call it.
Well, first of all, it's not locked.
Well, yes, it is.
It's on its camera.
Well, how do I lock let me lock my phone, okay? I want to lock my phone. So let me lock it. Put it on the lock
screen. Can you
screen.
imagine if we just discovered the
that should be the lock. Is that the lock screen? Make sure it's locked.
Yep.
Okay, it's locked. Now you call
Well, it's kind of locked. I can go into your text.
What? What the hell's going?
That's the notifications.
That's just the notification screen, Mark.
Okay.
Hold on. It's locked. Okay. So is it locked? Verify. Okay.
Slide the answer. I got John Fuller. Hello, John. How are you?
Okay, now
let me go into your bank account. Oh, whoops, I can't go anywhere.
You can't go anywhere on my phone.
No. But I could talk
Mark,
to John.
I just go by what this guy said.
I could talk to John for a while.
Okay. So, John...
and never mind. Now you have another call.
Chopper.
Dale Canino.
Chopper. That's his real name, Chopper.
I didn't know he had a real name.
Anyway. Okay, so you're wrong, texter. You're wrong.
Can you imagine after all these years and the FBI? The FBI never thought about that.
Deputy Dimitri, you have a follow-up from yesterday, sir. What's going on? Thank you, Deputy D. What's happening?
Hey, Tom, you may recall that Rick called us yesterday.
I love this call.
Rick was the one that had, he said...
his son was parking in a garage, I believe, downtown, and
a heaving concrete slab
caused a big problem.
Right.
Yeah, he was parking at the Ryder Square garage in lower downtown.
Yes.
And so last night, I went over there and I checked out the entrance ramp into the garage.
Nice.
No fooling. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
No fooling. And the reason I'm calling in today instead of reporting on this tomorrow is because John Fuller is there.
Yes.
And he's a resident expert on, premises-related liability questions.
Yeah, he can do that.
So here's what I observed, John. Real quick, John. Rick's son's car sustained about $5,000 in damages.
All right, hold on. They're dragging somebody. I got to take a break. I want to give you more time, Deputy D. Hold on, and we'll talk about this. So basically, he's pulling into a parking garage, but he claims that the concrete was uneven and heaved, and that caused the damage. More on that coming
up. Bless you. Yeah, I heard the call yesterday when he came in, so I got to make a real quick phone call.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just wanted to know if Dimitri's Cadillac could make it over.
When you called me, Mark, when he called you, you didn't have access to my phone. I thought, it sounded logical to me. Well, but all it does is allow you to talk.
Yeah, exactly. You imagine the FBI didn't think of that. They're like, damn, we should have tried calling the phone.
Madame face off in the marriage race, okay. I'm I'm surprised that, Trump did not endorse the Republicans, Sliwa.
No, but he did come.
The guy's a nut. Well, he's really not a nut, Mark, but I know what you're saying. All right, let's talk about U.S. mortgages. I love having U.S. mortgages on board. My friend David Szymanski has passed the test of time of 30 years fighting the big guys, and he's offering great services. He's a loan broker, so he goes out and finds the best loan mortgage, the best terms and conditions for you. And right now, he's offering this incredible 5-year fixed rate at 4.99. So you get to wait for the dust to settle, but you get you get 4.99 or below. 303 low rate. David Szymanski is no stranger to low rates. In fact, he has the guaranteed low rate for life program, where if rates go down even by 0.5%, you can refinance without any fees. And there is no limit to how many times you can use that program. The low rate for life, 303 low rate. USMLoan.com. Contact my friend David Szymanski and U.S. Mortgages. USMLoan.com. 303 low rate. You know what it is right now? It's open enrollment, Mark. And I know that you have health insurance that you love, and we all have health insurance we love, and we've all used Integra Insurance. In fact, I think you use them for your kids, too.
Yeah, we do. This time of year is crazy. If you're out there thinking of your health plan, you got that notice from that health insurance company saying it went up quite a bit. You got to have the right information, and you know this. Every old actor you see on TV is on late night now.
I know.
Trying to pitch some 800 number to call. You want to call the local people here. You want to call John Sr., John Jr., Day, the whole gang at Integra. You've used them for 10, 15.
Oh, my God, I've used them for so long. They've helped me now with Medicare and my supplement. They can help you with Medicare Advantage. They can help you with a subsidized plan, an unsubsidized plan, on or off the exchange. You save money. That's the message. You don't add extra. You save money. IntegraInsurance.com, 303-466-5500.
He's doing pretty good up north. I'm doing a pretty big campaign for him up there on a couple of iHeart stations. Just all recorded stuff. And it's actually doing all right.
Good.
Yeah.
Let me know if you ever need anything recut.
Yeah, I almost did, but I didn't want to use a different phone number. I'm like, I don't know, man. 303 is not that bad. Plus, you get into those Google numbers. They get really weird sometimes. Oh, it looks like Drew's on.
No, he isn't.
Yep, Drew.
Really?
Nope, it looks like Drew's coming on. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I can't go number 2 anymore.
Hopefully he can go number 2. That's all I can say. I wonder if he's ever figured out who the big fat minority woman was. Oh, and then don't we have a good one that has to do with John Fuller, too?
Yeah, he did.
Do you have that one?
I believe that you were referenced in that one as well. There.
Oh, I was. Yeah. I'm not sure who had the worst reference. I would say, I don't know. Who do you think
I'm just as
sounds
stupid as
worse
you,
in
or-
this? If he can find it.
It's a bigger diss to me because
Your
he says
lawyer
I'm just as
friend
stupid as
seems
you.
as stupid as you are, Mark.
Do it
You have
again.
a right to be stupid. Nobody can stop you from being stupid. She was a big minority woman. Yeah, I can't go number 2 anymore.
I said, hey, Chopper, could you please call the Home Depot in New Jersey and ask for the big minority woman?
She was a big minority woman.
One of my favorites, though, with him was when the 2 gals that worked at the grocery store that were in their early 20s
I know. That was
were
awesome.
trying to have sex with him.
Well, they were trying to.
He doesn't go all the way.
He doesn't go all the way for religious reasons.
You got to draw the line somewhere. I mean, those dirty leg girls in the parking lot of the grocery stores, a line that you just can't cross.
And he wasn't urinating. He was
That's right. He was
inconstinating. So you were pissing outside in front of your car in the parking lot. No, I wasn't. I was incontinent.
That deserves so many questions to follow up, and you just had to let it alone.
Why didn't you just piss in the car?
The answer exactly. If you weren't pissing on the tree, and the girls weren't actually hitting on you, then how did you get into this predicament? You know,
only Drew. I liked when he wanted to sue the tailgate.
Oh yeah,
I think he did sue the tailgate successfully.
Successful.
Yeah, he says. You have every right in the world to be stupid. That attorney, a friend of yours, Mark, is as stupid as you.
Your lawyer friend seems as stupid as you are, Mark. Yes, you have a right to be stupid. Nobody can stop you from being stupid.
630 K-How.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Who are you? You're a listener, and we love you, so stay tuned. We have Deputy Dimitri talking about this. He took the initiative to go out and look at this parking lot. I love it. Deputy D's great. And so we have this guy pulling into a parking lot, and he said the concrete was heaved unevenly where it caused damage to the car. Now, Rick's son's car has a lower profile than most cars, but not that low. In fact, I've noticed a lot of cars, they pull up to the curb, and do you ever see they scrape right along the top of that curb because they have those ground effects?
It looks like his car, he put a measuring tape up on this one picture, is about 7 inches.
Yeah, D. What? So, D, you went and looked. Mm-hmm. Tell us, you were about to ask John Fuller, our personal injury attorney, who knows a lot about other liability, like premises liability, which is few and far between, as far as, those claims are very hard to make.
Tell me you took a picture of it, D.
No, I didn't take a picture of it.
Everything you just said about initiative and everything is out the window.
Okay,
he went down there and didn't take a picture.
I can be there in a couple of minutes to take a picture.
Anyway, D, we're just kidding. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, last night I couldn't take a picture because it was dark. So, guys, here's what I saw. There's a transition from the road surface to the driveway into the underground garage. And there are two problems with this transition that I observed. First of all, it's built really poorly. It's uneven. It's like horizontally uneven. In other words, as you drive in, the driver's side wheel rises a few inches, but the passenger side wheel has to rise a lot more, probably 6 or 8 inches. And that causes the driver front corner to dip way down and scrape that transition and the driveway beyond the transition. So in addition to it being built so sloppily and so poorly, I did see evidence of one of those slabs having heaved up a long time ago. And by evidence, I mean that one of the corners of that slab had been ground away. But you can tell it was ground away a long time ago, so the concrete isn't fresh in the grinding part.
Dimitri, is the part you're talking about, would that have been part of the city sidewalk, or is this all private stuff, or what?
So there is no sidewalk between the traffic lane and the entry into the garage.
Okay.
So it goes from the city traffic lane into the entry of the garage immediately without a sidewalk. And so I observed evidence of hundreds, if not thousands, of other scrapes. And there was even a fastener laying on the ground, like a body panel fastener.
Wow. So what is your opinion? What is your opinion, Dimitri?
Well, my opinion is that transition at Ryder Square Garage sucks. I guarantee you, now I've used it before in my 4Runner, which has no problem driving over boulders, but I could not bring my town car into that garage because it would trash the underside of my town car.
So it dips. I think I found a picture of it. It dips down, and then on the left side, it looks like that's where it's kind of heaved a little bit.
Yeah, it's actually, as you drive in, the left side dips,
Isn't
right
that the
side
city
heaves up.
property right there, though, John? Generally, that's the drainage.
No, there's no, it goes, so there is no sidewalk. It goes from the city.
Yeah, I get that. There's no sidewalk. I get that. I'm
Yeah.
sure I'm looking at the right picture.
I don't think you are because our caller did not provide a picture of that.
Yeah, but I'm going to send you this. Hold on. Keep talking, though, D.
Oh, the one, no, he provided a picture of the exit. I know the one you're talking about. He provided a picture of the exit, but not of the entry.
I think Mark picked it up on Google Earth or
oh, he did.
Google
Okay.
Drive or something like that. But
Yeah, so I'll check my email here while we're talking to see if I got that picture from Mark. So my question for John is there any law, regulation, or just reasonable expectation that if you enter a public garage, where
There's
it
a
offers you
reasonable
parking-
expectation.
Yeah, if they offer public parking, can't you just reasonably rely on that and expect that the public parking is not going to do any damage to your car as you try to enter the garage?
I mean, yeah, I'm not insensitive to this guy's plight, but I don't think there's actually a law that covers this.
No. But in other words,
to define somebody's civil liability, I think would be tricky on this.
If it's a parking garage and it's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I deal with
Look at
premises
that
liability
picture.
all the time when people are injured on it.
So, can you explain in general premises liability in general?
Yeah,
because you said it's a pain in the ass to go after.
It is. So if somebody tripped up on this particular feature of this garage, here's the analysis, okay? The law says the landlord is responsible for their unreasonable failure to take reasonable steps to protect against the dangerous condition that they knew of or they should have known of. That's a quote. I've only said it 18,000 times. That's why I know it.
Okay.
So you've got to dissect that sentence. There's two unreasonables and a knew or should have known in the same sentence. So we start working it out. Is it unreasonable that they have this heaved type of concrete?
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. You got to do this. Got more coming up.
Now,
Signs say $14.
What sign?
Well, there's a
Mark, did you see saving on fees?
Yeah, I have Mike working on it. Someone hacked it or something. Yeah, that's it.
Why-
Dimitri says that's it. That's city property.
But why would that be an exit?
I would think so.
I can't imagine that's
But
not city.
this heaved part is not.
That heave part is not.
And that's really the issue. I mean, I think, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if this sunk or that went up. It looks like that probably went up.
Well,
I don't know. To me, it doesn't look like.
You're on somebody else's property. You're going in there. They're going to create.
Joseph A. Lazara is a criminal defense attorney that I hope you never need, but I love the way he does business. If you are in need of an attorney, you contact Joe Lazara and he'll talk to you free of charge up front about your offense, no matter what it is, and he'll give you his advice, and you decide if it's a good fit. If it is, you get a flat rate for your entire case, so you know the price up front with no surprises. That is a great way to do business, especially when you are in trouble and you want to go looking for an attorney. Don't do it under pressure. We've done the shopping for you. I've known Joe Lazara for 30 years. 303-429-6200. That's 303-429-6200. Lazara is Lazzara, LazzaraLegal.com, or find him at referralist.com. Hey, why don't you let Excel Roofing light up your life with Excel Lighting? They are doing permanent LED architectural lighting. Mark and Suzanne, they love their system. I went out and saw it. It's incredible. You can have it, first of all, perfectly hidden on your home until it lights up. You can accent your home just for architectural lighting, or have holiday lighting, or birthday lighting, or game day lighting, or any reason lighting. That's 303-761-6400. But better yet, you can get, by the way, the guaranteed lowest price in this lighting. They beat everyone out of the water, and you can get your price almost instantly online for your house. They have special mapping tools. excelroofing.com. That's EXCEL, excelroofing.com.
Look at your email.
Okay. Okay.
You'll see the parking lot, so you get an idea. He acknowledged. D said that's exactly it right there.
What's the address, Mark?
I don't know what the address is.
He said it was Laram or
I fall for these fucking ads all the time. It's just me.
Writer's Place or something.
LA, just Google LAZ parking writers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wow.
You see it?
Yeah. So that's the part. Is that city? That's a good question.
That one part.
I think the gutter is the.
Yeah, the gutter is. That's
But not the driveway.
Gutter. What do you mean gutter, guys?
Well, the street has where water flows.
Oh, you mean that's California? The
Yeah.
That's also the street.
Okay, so where? Okay. Mm-hmm.
So he's saying that left side.
No,
there
I got
is
it. Yeah.
heaved up. And Dimitri said, "Yeah, that's it right there." So it's amazing that did that damage, though. I mean, it really is. I'll tell you where. Have you ever hit? Well, you're in an SUV, but coming into this parking lot right here, if you come in too quick, I mean, I'll bottom out in my car because there's one of those.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, coming right here.
I'll notice when I leave.
It does the same thing.
Yeah. You see all those scrape marks.
Yeah, so I mean, really, this is the same thing.
Well, you see that at a lot of intersections.
Did you find it?
No, because there's like 14 of them. LAZs.
Yeah, put LAZ parking writers. WRITERS.
Not Scott
Writers.
WRIT.
There it is, Writers Square. And now, no, hold on, go down to the pictures. There it is. That's it right there.
Oh. Shit, I hate to say, that's the same situation we had going underneath the police building.
Really?
Looks exactly identical.
I know. There's probably a lot of places downtown that are like that.
I couldn't understand what he was saying. There wasn't a sidewalk. Now I understand what he's saying.
I think you could just sue that garage. But they're going to say it was assumption of the risk.
Okay, I always hear this. Does that affect every car that goes in there? Or another 1,000 cars go in there without that?
Don't know.
So that doesn't help you legally one way or the other. I mean,
I don't think it's your,
lot say.
yeah, I don't think it's your best case in the world, but I think you could argue that it's negligent. It's not premises liability. That statute is designed for people getting hurt, not cars. So it would just have to be straight negligence, and then they can argue duty, and then they can throw up assumption of the risk, and
that part of so many cars go in without it.
Yeah. No notice. We have no duty because we're not aware of it.
But to me, it doesn't look like the driveway's heaved up. I mean, maybe a little bit.
Where's the heave?
Well, I guess in the lower left-hand corner.
Well, you can see where it's
KOA, 9 to noon.
Please come with us because you don't know how much we love you guys.
Starting Monday.
I'm very excited about it.
Over on KOA.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-8255. So Deputy D, John, he stepped out, but he said he can see a clear shot here for someone to sue that company and allege that they should have taken care of it. But it's how do you feel, Deputy, when you're there, D? When you're actually there, does it look pretty bad? Because Mark took a picture of it, and it's where it meets the storm the storm sewer, well, not storm sewer, but that's that
some kind of a draining channel.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. A draining channel from the city, and that's the city. That's the city. Although it may be required to be put in by the building, it is the city controlled and owned. And then where it meets, do you think that heaved over time, or it's been like that a long time?
Well, at one point it did heave because that one of the corners had been grounded away, like with an actual grinding service.
Oh, wow! So they know there's something there. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, we appreciate you doing that. We're going to instruct this kid accordingly. Justin, you'll be coming up on a roach infestation, and then John on an issue with a dentist. Please hang on.
Mandy Connell here with the legal.
I can just talk to him on the phone without it going on the air.
All right, John, we're going to go ahead and come to you after the break, okay? So just...
Hey, Justin, this is Tom Martino. Okay. I just wanted to let you know we're going to a break, but we'll get right out to you. This is a good topic, okay? Are you there, Justin? Hello? Hold. You got a spot. I have Joe Lazara and Excel. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so
no spot.
Okay.
What happened?
No. I don't have any stuff. Oh. Justin, this is Tom Martino.
What did he pick up the wrong line?
Thanks, man. Hey, John, I'm sure Kelly talked to you, but we're going to get to you right after the break, man. We have just you and Justin, okay? Thanks, man. Oh, and is this a local dentist? All right, cool. Sometimes just a word like that, people are so fucking, what do you call it? Impatient.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
And I'm one of them. I'm not going to, I should talk about it.
Weird.
I have an incredible...
Holy shit, 625 pounds.
Of cancer reoccurring. Incredible fear.
I'm sure.
It's fucking encompassing.
It's got to be inert, though. I mean, that's got to be a natural feeling to have.
Yeah. Mark, I'm just... I just was so healthy, and I feel so pissed off. Now that it's all behind me, I'm thinking, thank God. I mean, do you know how many... I went to this special walk where all the people were...
Oh, Saturday, yeah.
Most people were walking for people that, in memory of. Most of them. There were hardly any survivors. Then you hear about people who, 3 months after they're diagnosed, they're dead. 6 months after they're diagnosed, they're dead.
The disease ain't a friendly disease. I mean,
It's worse.
Yes.
Now, I'm told I have the best prognosis that you could ever have. It never spread, ever.
Right.
No lymph nodes. Even people that have lymph nodes, that's more of a chance of it coming back. They say of all of the people that have had this, and if you had to have a scenario, mine would be it. But it's like a fucking... It's just like, fuck it. It's like... And I'm such a fighter, but man, when I look back at my fucking pictures and shit, I look like fucking deformed over. I can't believe it, man. It was scary.
Towards the end of chemo is where you, towards the end of chemo, you looked the worst. By far.
Oh, my God.
Well, you weren't even eating for a while.
So today I got a follow-up screening, and then tomorrow I go to the...
Is this your first follow-up screening?
Then I go to aftercare now. Aftercare is where I told you, rebuild...
Yeah, right.
Cells.
Yeah.
Because my entire immune system is out the fucking window. And I'm thinking, Chopper, about hanging on aviation, maybe getting a motorhome or fucking horse. seriously, I'm thinking about it.
You know what?
You know, I love aviation, but there's, I go out, I do circles around the mountains and come out to see you. It's just more of a joy to me, and I love working on it. But I'm not sure, you know, if I want to wait till I'm so old that I'm rushing to get rid of shit, or I just do it leisurely.
Right.
How much is it to rent something like that if you just...
Unreliable. Yeah.
Well, at
Just
least
out of
or
this
more.
world.
Maybe $2,400 an hour now.
So,
Wow.
yours? What do you think on that picture? Does that guy have a chance in hell?
What I said is I would probably, you can sue him if you want to. It's not premises liability. Go to small claims court. It's negligence, but they're going to say we don't have a duty. We didn't know about it. It's not knew or should have known. It's assumption of the risk. You didn't have to come on the property. You assumed it when you drove
It's
on
worth
there.
$55.
Are there ever
It's worth a
premises
shot.
liability cases worth taking? Or is
I
that
take them all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I turn down a bunch of them, but I do take them, and I have been successful a lot over the years.
A lot of these, I got to imagine a lot of these insurance companies will.
But most people don't take them. Most law firms don't take them anymore. They suck. They're hard.
Unless they're just cut and dry.
Even still, 70% of people that go to trial on them lose.
Wow.
And all of those were cases that some attorney thought was worth taking.
And you got a shitload of money into it.
Right.
Through discovery.
The standard
when you actually
is
start
so-
seeing the videos and shit.
The standard is so manipulable, okay? It's an unreasonable failure to take reasonable steps. Well, god dang. Work that out in your head. They took steps, but the steps were not reasonable, but they took reasonable steps, but they weren't, it's a mind freak game that you just go, what the heck? And then it's a standard that they knew or should have known, and it's like, well, we didn't know, but you should have known. Well, we didn't should have known. If the jury decides that you should have known, but that you failed to take steps, but they weren't reason. I mean, it's just, you can get into this mind freak, verbal, whatever you want to call it.
I get it.
And so they just throw up their hands and say, screw it. Plaintiff loses.
By the way, my dental appointment is literally across the street, but it's right at 2. So
Well, it sounds like I need to go check out that dentist.
I'm going to be running. I was literally
in need of a new dentist.
layout.
Nice.
The layout looked way better than she actually looks.
That's normally how it works.
It's
always.
I'm not saying she's not a cute girl, but first of all, I don't know. Like Mark said it. There's something about.
She's a dentist.
Listening judgment.
Is this the one with a X-ray probe that's only like a little pin that you were talking about?
What?
You guys were talking about some dentist that had an X-ray probe.
I want you to look at that man. That man flies fucking helicopters.
That's fucking scary.
I know a lot of things. I'm like Bo. No, you guys were talking about that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
John Fetterman is more than I thought he would be. More logical as shit.
630 KHOW. Yeah.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino along with Marc Mager, and we got John Fuller today, attorney at law. He's a personal injury attorney that will talk to you up front. You don't have to sign up or hire him. You can talk to him till you're blue in the face. Seriously, that's what I love. And most of them want you to sign something. John Fuller is 303-597-4500. We'll be giving out his contact info. Speaking of contacting, Mark and I are proud of this guaranteed lowest price thing. We are really a bugaboo on value. And Water Pros has this water system for your whole house to get rid of forever chemicals, microplastics, chlorine, and give you reverse osmosis drinking water. This is a whole house system, folks. $46.95. You want to talk about the lowest price? Plumbers start at like $15,000 for something even close to this. That's waterpros.net, 303-862-5554. All right. Now, let's talk to John, who has an issue with a dentist. Speaking of dentists, I have a dental appointment at 2 o'clock. What's your issue, John? And then Justin, he wants to talk about roach infestation in an apartment. And by the way, that is definitely covered by the Warranty of Habitability Act. John, you first, man. What's going on?
So, good afternoon, gentlemen. I'll try not to babble, but I just need some advice and options. So,
Sure.
A year and a half ago, I went to go see my old dentist of 20-something years, and I had to see a new one because he'd retired. So I went in to get my teeth cleaned, and this dentist talked me into my 3 front teeth on the lower jaw. He said he was going to do all these wonderful things. I thought I was going to get a bridge or an implant. So
Well, what was wrong? What was wrong with the teeth to begin with when he did his exam?
Nothing. I mean, I was not in pain. They were a little worn down, and there was a little gap between those 3 teeth.
And he said, hey, I can fix this up for you. I mean, exactly how did it come up? It was obviously during his exam, right?
Yes, sir.
And then tell me how he posed it to you.
Just that, he could fix it up, make my teeth look better. I thought he was going to put something over the top. But then he says, come back in a few days. I'm going to pull those 3 teeth, and we're going to fix you up. So
Wow.
he gave me an estimate of over $6,000. So I went in 3 days later. He pulled the 3 teeth. And then they took 3-dimensional pictures and all that. And then I came back 2 weeks later, and I thought I was getting something nice. And he just put in a porcelain bridge or porcelain teeth.
Well, did they look nice?
Yeah, they were okay. It was painful for a while. But a year later, a piece broke off.
Oh my God! So wait a minute. When was the original work done? It was your dentist when? How long ago?
I have the exact dates in my folder at home. I'm keeping.
Well, give me an idea. Give me an idea of when it was.
A year and a half ago.
Okay.
And then a year later, a piece broke. So they glued it on, and then he tells me for another $4,100 I can fix this up real good. And I'm like, well, that's what I paid you the $6,000 for. And I said, I don't have.
What was he going to do for the additional $4,000?
I have it written down. I don't know. He printed it out, and he says, well, I'll just keep this in your file. And he gave me a copy, and I left. So I was like, well, there's nothing to do. Well, then 6 weeks ago, I have a really bad infected tooth. It was one next to. There's no 3 teeth are gone, so the one next to it was hurting. So
that happens sometimes. That happens sometimes with bridges or implants. It puts more pressure on adjacent teeth sometimes.
Yeah, the tooth wants to be up against something.
Yeah.
So I went in there and I told him, look, it's this tooth here, the second one from the end. He says, no, it's this one. I said, dude, it's this one.
So did you spend that additional $4,000, by the way?
No. So he said, I'll pull both the teeth then, if you want to be right about it. I said, right, I'm in a lot of pain. Just pull the one you think it is.
And that's part, the one you was going to pull is adjacent to the new bridge.
Correct.
Okay.
He pulled the end one, which would be like a lower canine.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I'm sitting there, and he comes around the corner and says, open your mouth, and I thought he was going to put some pain into my gums, and he grabbed onto the tooth. And he just pulling, and I'm
Wait a minute. He didn't numb you up? He just said, turn this way, yank?
Yep. He could say that he did numb me up, but, and I could say I didn't. But any doctor I've ever been to...
Well, did he give you a Novocaine injection?
I say no. I don't recall him...
What do you mean you say no? Hold on, John. So, you were there to get this adjacent tooth removed because it was giving you trouble. And
yes.
And was he going to do an implant when he removed it? What was he going to do? Just remove it or what?
He was just going to remove it because he said he couldn't do a root canal.
Okay.
Do a root canal, and he said no, he couldn't do it.
You don't want those anyway. They fail. So you were just going to leave a gap there.
Well, I already had 3 missing teeth.
Well, you have a bridge is it a permanent bridge where he pulled those 3 teeth?
No, the week after he fixed it, it shattered. I swallowed part of it, the original bridge. I swallowed half of it, and I had the other piece.
Did he replace it? Did he replace it?
No.
Wait a minute. You had 3 teeth removed and had a bridge made that broke. And then
it wasn't a bridge, it was a porcelain bridge. Porcelain, I think. It wasn't a actual bridge.
Well, what?
But anyway.
Were they implants? Hold on, bro. John, you keep thinking like we have a clear picture of this, and you keep talking.
Okay,
we really need, if we're going to help you and try to help you, I need to know. These 3 teeth were pulled. In place of these 3 teeth, he did not do an implant, but he did some kind of a bridge that was removable. Is that correct or not?
He cemented it on.
Okay, got it. So it was some kind of a semi-permanent bridge where those 3 teeth used to be.
Yes.
And then it shattered.
Yes.
And it was never replaced or repaired?
No.
And you just, and so you paid $6,000 for something that shattered and it was never replaced?
He said if I gave him more $4,100 more dollars, he would fix it.
But why did he think that was your fault?
I don't have a clue.
Okay. So then you had this new work done and he yanked it and you don't remember him numbing you.
Correct. Yeah, I just went in to get a root canal and he said, I'm going to pull the tooth.
Got it.
And then he pulled it. And then I was screaming and going crazy, and then he came running back in, and then he shot some into the nerves a couple times. But I was yelling, "I can't take the pain, stop!" So, but he must have got enough in there that I was able to make it to my truck. And then he gave me some antibiotics, no pain medicine, and
wow, where does this stand right? Where this was done 18 months ago.
This was done 6 weeks ago.
Then, okay, so what do you want right now? What do you want right now? Because, listen, this sounds like a nightmare to me. What do you, but I'm not sure if your mouth is just in poor condition or if he was just a poor dentist.
I can't believe he has a dental license, the way he treated me.
Wow. So did you tell him that? Did you tell him you're very, very disappointed?
Well, I was going to go file a complaint online at the dental board.
You need to.
So that's why I'm calling.
They really do. Listen, I will tell you this. The dental board in Colorado, they really do investigate complaints.
So, one more question. So I had to go to another dentist after the antibiotics wore off because the tooth I told him was infected. He was infected, so I had to go to another dentist and have that pulled. So I lost 5 teeth to this guy. And the new dentist, they're really great people, but they're telling me I need $12,000 to $15,000 to fix his mistake.
But did they say because of his mistake or because of the condition of your teeth? Because I think John Fuller wants to handle this personally. I mean, I'm just kidding, by the way. John Fuller didn't say that. He is shaking his head because this is baffling all of us. We don't know if you have a mouth that is just a nightmare or if this guy is so incompetent or maybe a combination.
John, seriously, on something like this, where do you even start? I mean, you got to have another dentist say this dentist screwed everything up before you go anywhere, right?
Right. It's no different than any other medical malpractice case. You've got to have duty, breach, causation, and damages, and you have to have a professional review, which means another dentist has to be the one to say that this guy messed up, that his care of you was a deviation from the standard of care, and you've got to have that guy willing to basically say that your complaint is not without substantial justification in order to satisfy the statute that will keep your lawsuit from being dismissed out of hand. So it's a very difficult case. Dental malpractice cases as a whole are very difficult.
But the state will investigate this.
Well, the state might investigate it, but that's not going to fix
But no, it's not going to give him damages.
Issues, you know?
Okay, let me get this straight. So you had 3 teeth pulled, the bridge shattered, you had another tooth pulled, and that gave you incredible pain. Then you had a 5th tooth pulled. Why was the 5th tooth pulled?
Well, when I went to this guy, I told him it was that tooth that was infected, and he started arguing with me, telling me I was wrong. And
but why? So did it turn out to be infected? Did it turn out to be
wrong tooth?
Okay. You're saying he pulled the wrong. Does this dentist that you're with now, Will this dentist testify to all this that it was malpractice?
I'd have to ask him. That's in the end. That's why I'm calling. You know, I need like $10,000 to $15,000 to fix. To get implants.
But okay, I get it. So but here's the thing: not all of that money. Maybe here's what I'm suggesting, John. It may not be that all of that money you need to spend is this doctor's fault. It may not be. I'm saying it could be, but it may not be. It may be you just had a terrible mouth. I'm serious.
True.
So we need an opinion, and you can only get an opinion from another dentist.
Right.
Okay, and from the dental board. So that's what I would do right now. What I would do right now is specifically say this. I mean, you have to start asking very specific questions. First and foremost, what do you think, this is what you asked the second dentist, what do you think the first dentist did wrong? Right. What do you think he did wrong? And did I contribute at all with the condition of my oral health? Number two, do you think he did more harm than good? And is he the reason I need this additional work done? You ask those questions specifically and get back to us. Seriously. And then I would put in a complaint based on those answers with the dental board. But that's what I would do. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Justin is next.
That's it.
I forgot I had full control over
That's a nightmare.
But here's what I'm hearing. You don't have that many problems because somebody did something wrong. I mean, if he had infections and all of that.
Yeah. You kind of got like a Kramer hairdo going on there. I'd fix that before you go to your dentist over there, Tom.
Well then,
or not.
U.S. mortgages, they're stepping up right now because of all the flux going on in the market. They're doing a 5-year fixed rate, 5-year fixed at 4.99 or below. So listen to this. If you're wondering what to do, hey, let the dust settle. 4.99 or below for 5-year fixed right now at 303 low rate. That's my friend David Szymanski, 30 years strong with U.S. mortgages. And I say, no matter what rates do, he'll take care of you, featuring the exclusive lowest rate for life program. If rates go down, even by as little as 0.5%, you get refinance free of all lender fees and no appraisals needed. And it doesn't matter how many times you do it. He'll keep doing it as rates go down. It's his guaranteed lowest rate for life program. 303 low rate. 303 low rate. Or online at usmloan.com. usmloan.com. U.S. mortgages. Hey, Excel Roofing is lighting up people's lives with Excel lighting, the permanent architectural LED lighting that you put on your home and you keep it there. It's beautiful. It blends in with your home completely when it's not in use. And then you light up your home with thousands of colors, millions of combinations for game day, birthdays, just featuring life. You can light up for any reason you want or just accent your beautiful home. Get an instant estimate, almost instant, at excelroofing.com. They have special mapping software that'll take a look at your home and give you a price, which will be the guaranteed best value out there in architectural LED permanent lighting. excelroofing.com.
All right. He's up on the referral list.
Oh, already? Thank you so much, man. Hey, whatever happened?
Okay, cool. Well, he still does the in-house. Does he have in-house?
No, he didn't. Never got. No.
Yeah, you're right. He never had in-house. He still does the endorsement.
Okay.
And comes into studio.
Good.
But he stops through his sales rep through whenever.
Okay.
I don't know the window business.
Well, will he end everything then? Or there's
No, he already ended
okay.
He already ended the commercials. Okay. I think he picks those back up.
So
probably February, maybe March. I don't know.
Do you think it'd be a bad idea to have John and the other guy in together? They should be in separately.
Who?
CMG and US. Because that would be a bad idea. Or they could talk loans. I mean,
I don't know. I've never even. I don't think we would have K&H and Genesis.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to them.
I actually lived in Vermont near the New York line, not far from Saratoga. This guy had a 518 area code, and I was asking it about where he's from.
Nice. I'm trying something right now on your listing, John. That's interesting.
Yeah. Do you see what I'm talking about though? Like it says I'm expired, and I keep getting those listing or
yeah, none of that. I looked at that the other day. You're not expired or anything. I'm not going to pretend to understand why you're getting that billing shit. I know it's sending it to
that
you.
I'm expired, and I keep getting the.
Well, I don't. Hold on, let me look right here.
I sent you a screenshot of it.
Yeah, but your screenshot sucked.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, see, you're not expired. But watch this. I want to show you something I just learned here. Here's your keywords right here. John Fuller, blah, blah, blah. Watch this. I'm going to go. This goes out to your web. This is phenomenal. I didn't even know it did this. Watch this. I had no idea this new version did this. Look at that shit. Look at that shit.
Is that on our referral list, Mark?
Yeah, this grabbed all the shit, I assume, from your website, which is fucking cool as hell, isn't it?
Using AI on
Well, it is. I didn't know it even had this here.
I would like, so people who go on our referral list, just ask a question. Like,
well,
AI.
that's a different AI.
Okay.
Eventually, that'll be here. Okay. Really, what you're talking about is a better search tool.
Yeah.
Or John Fuller.
Medical malpractice, dental problems, John Fuller.
John's your guy.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. 630 KHAL, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Let's talk right now about an infestation of roaches. Justin, tell us your story or your daughter's story, Justin.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. My daughter attends school on the western slope. First apartment, she's a junior. Signed the lease, got her in there. Right after we moved her in, she noticed roaches. And I'm going to be honest. It wasn't terribly unexpected. But
what does that mean? What does that mean? Not terribly unexpected, like a few here and there, or what? Or is it is it a terrible looking place to begin with, and you figured, you know?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Okay, gotcha. So anyway, what's going on? How long has she been there?
Beginning of school, May, June last year she moved in.
Oh, last year she moved in. So we're talking about a year ago. Okay, this year.
No, this year. I'm sorry.
Earlier this year, she moved in at around May. So what's going on?
She saw the roaches, a couple of them here and there, reached out to the management company, sent the guy out. He did the extermination.
Okay. At least they didn't ignore her, right?
No, and on that aspect, they've been great.
Okay.
This has been 4 times now over the last couple of months.
Okay.
With no progress. It seems like now with the weather getting colder, it's getting worse.
Yeah, that happens. So
is it a share? I thought I heard school here. Is it a shared space?
No, it's not a dorm or anything.
Okay.
She's just renting a place and going to college.
Is it just her though, or is there other people in the apartment?
It's just her.
Okay.
And how many units in this building would you say? Like dozens? I mean, is it a big place?
No. It's a converted motel that they just turn into.
So she has her own entrance and everything?
Correct.
Listen, man, I don't want to give you any nightmares, but she better watch out for bed bugs, especially if it was left. No, seriously, man, because a lot of times with old converted motels, they hide in the cracks and crevices and then have a breeding fest eventually. But I shouldn't even give you that to worry about. But I'm sorry, you didn't call to get more to worry about. So anyway, has she checked? Is this filled with students? This place?
No, it's more low income.
Okay.
I think there might be other students.
But has she talked to anyone else who's having this problem? Is what I'm getting at.
No, she's kind of an introvert, and I asked her to do that, but she's
that would really help to know how bad this is. But you're saying the landlord will keep sending people out to help?
Yeah, they come into her place and exterminate in her place, and I think that's kind of where we're at. We're not doing the entire problem. They're just trying to keep it isolated.
What do you want? Does she want to move?
Yeah, she wants out, and we want her out.
Okay, so here's the question. When is her lease up?
We have a 1-year lease. May. May.
Okay.
Is when it's up, the end of May.
Okay. So do you think they would let her out early? Because sometimes they will.
Well, and that's kind of where we're at. I have been trying to make this a learning experience for her. She's a junior in college. Let her handle this, and I'm trying to stay a step back as a father. But towards the point now where it's not working.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, the worst case scenario, which is not terrible, the worst case scenario, she stays there till May. Actually, worst case would be she leaves and takes some kind of penalty. Do you know what the penalty would be for moving?
Well, we have to pay rent.
You mean for the remainder of the lease and not live there?
Correct.
You sure they wouldn't settle? Yeah, but if they're going to re-rent it out, maybe they would come up with some kind of settlement, like you pay 2 months rent and you can leave. Have you ever asked about it?
From what we're getting, and this is kind of where we're at, is we've contacted them and they said yes, they would let her leave and try to re-rent the place out. And we would be on the hook until they re-rent it. But right now there's multiple units in this complex that they have not been able to rent at this point.
Okay.
So
they're not likely going to just let you out or pay you. Have you personally talked to any of them to say, look, my daughter wants out. We'd like to do this in a friendly way. Can we pay a couple months and get out? I mean, have you talked to anyone?
I have not, and I yes, that's next on my list, and I've been trying to do that, but
how bad is it? I mean, is she just like totally freaked out? Is it that bad? I mean, is it like
I won't say she's freaked out just because of who she is. She's in school for crime scene investigation, so there's not much.
Okay, all right. So crime scene investigation.
When she comes home and
they have an actual study course for CSI. Yeah,
they do. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank.
It's what school is it?
Yeah, it's CMU, Colorado Mesa University.
Okay. So I'm thinking, look, you ask them to exterminate, really? Or is it really the roach thing, or does she just want out? Be straight with me here. I mean,
It's the roach. I mean, she's okay with the apartment. As a parent, I wasn't 100%, but it's, what she chose. But it's the roach thing. She says she's not sleeping. It's bugging her because she can.
It's bugging her.
It's literally bugging her.
So listen, what I would do is talk to the landlord and say, look, could you really exterminate the heck out of it? But I have a feeling they are, and I have a feeling they're coming in from neighboring units. You see, roach problems are very seldom isolated to a unit. So unless they do all of the units, they're not going to really get, they're not going to get to the bottom or the top they're not going to solve the problem. So it's likely something she's going to have to battle with, have her own spray, or just live with until May. That's just one of the things she might have to do. Or leave, lose her deposit, and make them come after her for the rest, which they probably, I don't know if they will. Do you think they would take the time to do that? I mean,
it's hard to say. I don't know.
Sometimes these rinky-dink places won't. Sometimes they will. I don't know. It's hard to say, but if she has a lease and you can see no reason to get out of it, in other words, there's nothing in the lease that allows her to give notice or get out of there, then you could end up being sued for the balance. I mean, it wouldn't take much. How much rent? How much does she pay a month?
$900.
$900. So how much of it is her deposit?
She got a waiver of deposit because of the school.
Okay. Okay, here's what I want you to do, then you call us back. I want you to talk to them personally and say, look, this is my daughter. She's freaked out. If you could truly get rid of the roaches, she doesn't mind staying there. But if you let us out, we would pay, and then come up with a settlement amount and say, is that possible for us to do? And then give it like a January 1st, first of the year thing, so they can have time to try to rent it. But that's what I would do if I were you. Talk to them directly and then let us know what they say. That's the best we can do, because it's just one of those things, man, that it's going to take someone to talk and to, but if you're asking, do you have any rights? Yes. I forgot about the habitability, the warranty of habitability. You have a right to go to the Warranty of Habitability Act. That says, and by the way, infestation. Now, not one or two roaches, but roach infestation is, or pest infestation is one of the things that violates the Habitability Act. So I want you to Google the Habitability Act. And there is actually, in fact, I have, and if you email us, I might be able to locate that and send it to you. I have a PDF on the steps to take to enforce the Habitability Act, because there are steps you take with the landlord to warn them. And in fact, you could Google it too. And there's steps you take. Okay. And if you follow those guidelines, they're pretty strong. It allows you to withhold rent, but you must use the money for the problem. You can't just withhold rent and say, I'm not paying because I see a bug. You have to hire people to fix it. But that might be something to do, Justin, seriously. Because it'll actually allow you to use $900 to do pest control. Tell him to get back to me after he talks to him. But the Warranty of Habitability Act is his best option.
Okay, Justin, I hope that helped. He wanted you to know that the Warrant of Habitability Act is probably your
Do you have
best
any
bet.
spots?
No.
So go ahead and look that up and give us a call back if you need anything else. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Hey, we got a free movie event coming up, and if you are a baby boomer, especially, you got to see this movie. It's called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. It's going to talk about all the different obstacles we're all going to face eventually with retirement. It talks about guaranteed income for life, and it also talks about Social Security running out of money by 2035. Think about that. That's some scary stuff right there. But the movie's 100% for free. It's going to be at the AMC 16 in Aurora, and it's going to be on Thursday, November 13th. That's the AMC 16 Southlands. Tickets are 100% free. In fact, the popcorn, the soft drinks, it's all going to be free too. But if you're not sure if you want to see it or not, it's real simple. Just Google the Baby Boomer Dilemma. You can watch the trailer. It's going to give you so much great information. There's going to be people there to help you, too. And I'll tell you what, Suzanne and I are going to be there. We'd love to meet you as well. Go sign up now, mymoneymovie.com. That's mymoneymovie.com. It's weird this one doesn't have the ticket thing. The next event.
Oh. I forgot to do
My ballot has counted. Goodness.
All right.
I had to jump in on the school board. There's 4 wokes running in Douglas County. If you ever see a car in Douglas County that has the little check boxes on the back of the minivan, they're woke. Okay. Simple as that. If you see that, don't vote for whoever they are. No, I did a...
That was the Tesla emblem.
Yeah. Final statement. Yes, overwrite it.
I got all my mic stuff being done tomorrow.
What do you mean? You didn't vote, did you?
Of course not.
Did you vote?
By mail.
Yeah.
You did? Did you vote?
Yeah.
Dragon, did you vote?
I voted the day they came out. I voted so long ago I forgot what the issues were. It was like 2 weeks ago, you know?
Yeah. That's funny. Okay, choose file.
It was nothing really, just bond issues and spending stuff.
Right.
We were voting for mayor, weren't we?
I think there was one
Oh, that's right.
school board person up in Brighton, but everything else was just money and a couple little tweaks to the laws. But I honestly forgot we had an election until they were like, it's voting day. And we're like, huh?
Oh, I've been getting all these text messages.
Yeah.
Have you voted? There's still time.
They can't figure out where I'm at. So, but I'm out of state. They don't know if I'm voting here or there. I get voting texts from Florida and everywhere in between. But I've got Colorado hitting me up almost weekly about COVID shots, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
the hell, you know?
They put something in my file at Kaiser. They won't even ask me anymore. Literally won't ask me. They'll say, oh, you're in for your, because I get the flu shot. You're in for the flu shot. Do you? And they'll look and they'll go, oh, I see. You don't like the COVID shot.
Fellow that could use a little COVID shot there, sir.
We can combine them now, sir, and give them all to you at once.
All in one arm.
Oh, that's right. Can you throw in the measles shot, too, or something? Dude, our pantry got delivered, or is getting delivered. 650 pounds. I cannot imagine what this thing's going to be like.
What is that called? Your pantry?
What do you mean it got delivered? Don't you have a pantry?
We have a big walk-in pantry, and we're gutting it. And Suzanne went and designed this new pantry.
Oh,
with cabinets and
shelves.
pull-outs.
Okay.
Yeah, like a California closet. But 625 pounds?
My gosh. You needed a forklift to get that off.
I don't know yet, because, I mean, they're delivering it like in a yellow freight thing. I told her to pull the Santa Fe out, and we'll just dump it in the garage, because our contractor's not going to be here till the weekend.
So when does the new owner get to enjoy everything you've done?
I don't know, probably another 3 or 4 years.
How long are you going to be?
Maybe. It's hard to say. Anytime I think of leaving there, I really don't want to.
You know, it's kind of like, I got tired of 7,000, 12,000.
I don't mind that.
I mean, I got tired of all of these square footages, man. After a while, I was like,
well, I mean more of just the acreage. The acreage brings a lot of shit.
No, I mean, that's nice, though.
Yeah, but it brings a lot of mowing, a lot of snow plowing.
An empty nester, though, that's the one part that I would, but just having all of the...
I think ultimately, I think I want a place in either Louisiana or Florida.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Got a couple questions for John Fuller by text. Okay, how much documentation does someone need, John, for an accident? Because they waited and had severe back problems, but it was 6 months later. That's gonna be a big problem. What should you do up front if you're not having immediate problems, but you want to get something down? I mean, what do you do in a case like that? Because there are delayed cases of back trauma. I mean, my surgeon told me that, where you could have an accident that literally shows up a year later. So what is the answer when it comes to that kind of stuff? Like, to protect yourself?
Well, we always recommend that people get checked out after an accident. But, I mean, you can't document nothing. If you're truly having no symptoms, no pain, no nothing, there's no reason to really go to the doctor. But if you're having issues and, you're not sure if you're going to need to treat, and you're just, you're thinking maybe I should just wait 2 or 3 weeks and then maybe I'll go see a doctor if it doesn't get better. That, I think, is a bigger mistake than, the guy that has nothing. If you have nothing, what is a doctor going to do for you? They're not going to identify something and say, well, Tom, I predict you're going to have pain in 6 months, and we better document that. I mean, it's not going to fly. Listen, the ultimate test is this. You have the burden of proof, and it's your burden to prove, more likely than not, that you suffered these injuries from this crash. How you do that is, it's whatever the jury's going to want. But we use medical records and medical experts. If you don't have the treatment, it's hard to prove that.
So both times that we used, John, my wife and my daughter, different accidents, they both ended up with a chiropractor for a period of time. And I always asked John, I said, well, why can't we just go through...
Did they end up right away with one? Or
yeah,
after?
Pretty right away. I mean, that's one of the things a good attorney like John's going to just get involved instantly. He's going to maximize the case, and that's one of the ways. I mean, that's just the way of the world. And if you have back issues, that's the best way to do it. But another thing I learned about personal injury is when you're going through a system of health insurance like we have Kaiser, the people at Kaiser will never write up the kind of report you need to send over to the at-fault driver's insurance or in front of a judge or a jury. They're simply not going to do it. So you got to have that right chiropractor that knows how to document the case.
I think that's important, the right chiropractor. It's not just any old chiropractor. I sent Mark and Suzanne to a particular person that is a trauma expert that deals in these type of cases all the time, because that person is uniquely qualified to relate the symptoms and complaints and the treatment necessary back to the facts of the accident and the forces involved. And that's because I know what we're going to be challenged with down the road in proving this case to either an insurance company or a jury.
Yeah. And the other thing is the guy was really good too. I mean, Suzanne swore by him. So it's not like some guy that just knows how to write a report. He's very good at his craft. Mm-hmm. But if you do have to get in front of a jury, I mean, this guy's got it down pat.
Right.
Okay, so in other words,
and hold on that note, if I recall, tell me, I don't remember this, but generally speaking, when you're going to an outside doctor like that, you have somebody like Kaiser that's not going to pay it. He actually ended up kind of getting paid at the end, right? When the money came in. Is that pretty normal?
It is. I mean, sometimes we use MedPay. Sometimes we use liens where they wait to get paid until the end. Sometimes people utilize cash pay discounts if they want to just pay as they go. I mean, we have every manner of medical treatment financing known to man. I mean, it just depends on the case and the person and the doctor and everything else.
All right. So no matter what, an initial consultation would be almost necessary. Obviously, if you don't do anything, at least an initial consultation with a doctor and a chiropractor after an accident to be evaluated, obviously.
I believe that that's an important part. But again, Tom, it's only if you're actually injured. I'm not a proponent for going to the doctor if you feel great. You know, if you wake up and it's like, I'm not feeling anything, I'm great. There's no reason to go to the doctor at that point. That's just as if you're trying to make up something that's wrong when it's not. You need symptoms to be able to complain of and relate back to the car accident.
I would say the one where we got T-boned, I mean, Suzanne had a broken nose. Every single airbag in the car went off. I mean, this woman could have killed us, to be quite frank. And until, how do you put this? Until the adrenaline wears off the next day,
you don't know.
You don't feel crap, honestly. You're just,
no, that's
it's
true.
so terrifying.
Right. The key is, you know, as compared with the idea of waiting and seeing down the road 2 or 3 weeks, versus going the day after the accident, it's always better to go the day after the accident and get checked out. It's better to go with symptoms and have them say, really, you're fine, than to not go and miss something and miss that opportunity to prove what happened.
And let's face it, John, and I do have to take a break. There are just some cases that don't have big damages.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're the first one to tell people.
I get them all the time.
Yeah, but the opposite is there's some cases that have massive, huge, real damages,
and people don't realize
no damn
it.
insurance.
Right.
That's true too. In those cases, to other law firms.
Yeah, those are like, that's crazy. I still go back to that Walmart one. I mean, talk about everybody's. I don't care if you're the attorney or the victim or anything. You got a Walmart truck that hits a guy making $30 million a year. Fuck. I mean, that's just incredible. And it's Tracy Morgan.
Yep.
It's incredible he lived, to be quite frank. He couldn't string a sentence together for a year.
Is that a settlement that was kept quiet?
Oh no, it was a big old, big settlement.
Why did I, at my age, begin Wave 8 Wealth Management? That's because I wanted people to be taken care of the way I was. I started this company for myself. I was so sick and tired of the industry where financial advisors simply take your money and place it with a large broker dealer somewhere, and they never really personally invest your money, nor do they know about your portfolio. We have employed people to personally work with our clients personally, no matter how much money you have, whether it's 100,000 or 1 million. What we want to do is take care of you. Wave 8 Wealth Management. You can find us online at wave8capital.com. Just make the number 8, wave8capital.com. I urge you to get a review with us to see the difference on what difference it can make in your life. 303-771-HELP, 771-4357. Do you know what I love? I love seeing a house lit up when it's really classy, and that's what Excel Roofing is doing now. Permanent architectural lighting that blends in perfectly to your home when they're not on. You never see them, but when they turn them on, it can be beautiful for a holiday, for a special event, for a game day, for just whatever you want. And Excel Roofing can get you an estimate online right now. Excel, E-X-C-E-L, as in excellent. ExcelRoofing.com. Get your price and get these beautiful lights that are all controlled by your smartphone. 303-761-6400, ExcelRoofing.com. Hey, you want to talk about the lowest guaranteed price? What about $39 for a complete furnace refurbishment? Fix it 24/7. We'll take that furnace apart to the extent they can. They'll clean every nook and cranny. It's an extreme clean, tune, and check of your furnace with a no breakdown guarantee. They want to make sure your furnace adds efficiency and life, and that's what they do with their extreme clean, tune, and check for just $39. This is an unheard of price. You'll never get this level of job or work anywhere. Check them out, fixmyhome.com. Book now. fixmyhome.com. Book now.
It was 100 million. 100 million.
Does a law firm put a cap on what they're going to take? Or
Hell
still
no.
the same thing? 35%. Really? Well, I mean, I thought crazy like that. I thought, maybe 10 million was enough for them or something.
No. I mean, we charge the same percentage you do on the gross amount recovered, whatever is made.
You're not like the IRS where you have different.
The IRS goes up as
Yeah.
it goes up. No, you can do anything you want. I mean, it's an entirely negotiable deal. There are the arrangements that have a certain amount on an hourly basis and then the rest on contingencies. There are ones that have tiered, recovery percentages. I mean, if you can dream it up, there's probably somebody that's done it. But generally speaking, it doesn't go down with the increase in the amount that we do.
There's a Fuller Law in Louisiana that I always see the billboards. I think
Oh,
I sent
really?
you a picture of one time.
I get calls from him periodically.
Do you really?
Yeah, he's a black criminal defense
Yep.
attorney for the most part. He does a little bit of civil stuff. We get calls for each other's clients sometimes.
That's funny.
I've called him before. It's like
He's got
billboards
John all over.
Same name, John Fuller.
Identical. Fuller Law.
Yeah. So if you type John Fuller attorney, sometimes he'll come up. Like if you're geolocated out here, mostly I'll get top billing on it, but sometimes he will get my calls and vice versa. They're like, yeah, man, I met you down at the grocery store in the lower ward or whatever, and it's like, you got the
That's not me, Jack.
You got the wrong brother, okay? Yeah. It looks like he does.
I love the way I have these in-house all organized now. God, I've had so many things go that I had to get all back together and get back to life. Someday I'll even stop fucking talking about it. I've been jonesing for a horse.
God,
But having an animal that's going to live longer than me is going to bother me.
You're still under the influence. Now you got something going on wrong in your head, okay?
Are we done?
You did that a lot.
I've had horses my whole life,
You got
except
2
for the
minutes
last
coming
10, 12 years.
Dude, everybody gets to a point in their life where they
Don't want a horse.
don't want a horse anymore.
Oh, that's right. You're at that point, even if you don't know it. You don't want a horse.
Are we done or am I?
No, I got something I got to ask you on this text. I hate to open it up, but I think we'll have a little
I'll be
time.
quick. Tom's talking crazy.
Drew wants to know what to do if he can't go number 2.
And in 5 minutes, I'm going to be in a dental chair.
I hate it for you. And you're going to be thinking crazy thoughts.
And I'm going for a problem, not just for a checkup. I have a problem.
Uh-huh.
It hurts.
We know that.
You got to hit by a mic. Make it a state comp.
Because you don't know how much we love you guys.
Starting Monday.
I'm very excited about it.
Over on KOA.
DenverRegen.com for stem cell therapy. I know Mark talks about the weight loss he's done with them, but they also do tremendous stem cell therapy for aching joints and tendons, and they've helped me tremendously. DenverRegen.com. Okay, John Fuller, I hesitate to bring this up late in the show, but I really need to. Is there a such thing as psychological damages in a personal injury lawsuit for car accidents? What would generally weigh in on this in a few minutes here?
Yeah, absolutely. There are psychological injuries. There are, these accidents impact relationships. These accidents create problems with driving, anxieties,
Fear.
problems,
Yes,
fear,
exactly.
all this kind of
That's
stuff.
what this person is saying. This
Yeah.
guy says his wife literally has a form of agoraphobia afterwards.
Yeah, I have no problem believing that. What I can tell you is there are doctors that specialize in that sort of a treatment, and I've seen patients have enormous success in getting over those issues. So talk to your treating physicians and get the appropriate referrals because
But it's a collectible damage.
Yeah, you bet it is. Absolutely.
How do you quantify things like that?
It's difficult, but it has to do with just the impact on your life and the quality of life and the different changes it has on the relationships in your life and everything else. So it's difficult, but juries do it all the time.
Okay. One thing I want to tell you, we've noticed a lot of people are texting and emailing now. We want you to include a phone number so we can call you back and get you on the show. That's not mandatory. Keep emailing help@troubleshooter.com, or you can go to 303-771-HELP. And please keep contacting us, but also we will call you back if you include a number.
Follow Tom Martino at Real Tom Martino and stay connected with all of us at 630 KHOW, KHOW.com, and on the iHeartRadio app. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
When you need home repairs, don't let it ruin your day. There's no need to worry, Plumline's on the way. From heating and cooling to plumbing to electrical problems, we'll fix it for you. Plumline, the name you can trust. Plumline, you can count on us. Service at home, service at heart. Plumline Services.
The Medicare annual enrollment period, which ends December 7th, is the time for you to work with Integrity Health Advisors to choose just the right plan.
Mark is starting the show, but probably because I have an early morning doctor. But then I should be here no matter what. I'll be here, and I'll finish with I've been leaning a lot more on him, so it helps a lot.
Get over to the dentist, sir.
I don't want any of that. Yes, sir. Got to get over there.
Kelly loves dentists.
Oh, yeah. Kelly
Oh,
loves it.
oh my God! Just talking about it, probably you get anxiety, don't you?
I do. Well, I have pills for that, but...
You do. So you keep them on hand just for that.
Well, no.
Do you have to be medicated? Literally have to be.
Yeah.
Even for a cleaning.
Yep.
Is it the pain? What is it? Did you have a bad experience?
I've had bad experiences straight from childhood.
Okay.
You know, I always would come home and my mouth would be bleeding. They would, because my mouth would hurt.
Three 323-993. 323-993. All right, Dan.